Are we live?
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome to the first ever episode of the Botheads Fantasy Football Podcast Live. Botcast Live. And today we have a week's worth of topics. We got a lot on the docket. We are going to talk about the Bears trading the first pick for DJ Moore and more. Lamar and his franchise tag Fiasco and all the other franchise tag players. We're going to talk about the 3 veteran quarterbacks getting big deals. Well, we're going to talk about Ridley getting reinstated, Aaron Rodgers probably getting traded to the Jets. And if we have time, we're going to talk about Baker, Jalen Ramsey, Adam Thielen. And then after dark, we're going to talk about Zac Stacy being a piece of shit, Kendrick Perkins being a racist, Colin Kaepernick being a douche. And somehow the 49ers are getting a bunch of picks for hiring black coaches. So we're going to talk about that too. So before we get started, though, if you guys would do us a favor and hit us with that subscription, hit us sub and comment, like and subscribe, share the show with your friends. It really helps us out with the algorithm, getting more views and more reach. So I appreciate you guys. Follow us on Twitter at BotheadsFF. And yeah, that's it. How y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good, man. A lot going on, a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
yeah.
we're doing the one show now, you know. Now we
Usually
got
every
the
couple of days
stuff.
we come on and talk about some shit, but now it's like we got a bunch of stories.
I'm excited, and we already got a chat. One person putting "Let's go Steelers."
Oh, we got a
Respectfully
Steelers fan
disagree.
and a Ravens fan in the house, man.
Damn, that
Respectfully
sucks, man.
disagree.
I'm sure it's Josh's friend. He loves
Josh.
Heinz Ward, dude.
He just loves the Steelers, dude. Gotta
I'm not wearing my
respect
Browns hat today.
I don't blame him, I guess. There are a lot of those Steelers fans for some reason. I don't know.
it.
I mean,
feel
if we
the
could
same way about
tolerate a
Browns
Ravens
fans,
fan.
dude.
True. Josh's uncle's a Steelers fan. Mike Swan's a Steelers fan. There's a lot of Steelers
Yeah.
fans in my life for some reason. Sucks.
Just gotta love him and accept
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Oh,
Now you're just
no.
being hateful, dude.
Here we
Taking
go.
shots.
Here we go, dude.
It's okay. It's our time now. He knows it.
Sag, dude.
He knows it's our
Browns.
time.
First comment on a live show, dude. Oh,
George
damn.
Pickens looked pretty good, though. Deontay Johnson sucks balls. I wonder if you
Yeah,
agree
he's
with
Deontay
that.
Johnson.
I don't
Because
think
the other
he'll be a
Steelers fan
Steeler, dude.
didn't. He loves Deontay Johnson.
True.
I thought he was terrible. He had like 140 targets and like 60
0
catches.
touchdowns, right? Did he not score a touchdown?
Yeah,
with all
0
those,
touchdowns.
That is brutal, dude.
Yeah, Adam and
Kenny
Dingleberry was a
Pickett
giant
ain't that
bust
bad
this
either,
year.
to be honest, dude.
I like
It just
Kenny Pickett.
sucks because the Steelers were better than the Browns once we came back for so long.
Looking at their future, though, Pickens is their guy.
The tides have turned.
Steelers fans are jealous because we have the best rapist quarterback in the AFC North now. So
Yeah,
ha.
the other one's retired, so we win.
I don't know. There's still time for Joe Burrow.
The other one's a Hall of Famer, probably, though.
Oh, please.
You don't think he'll make it?
Yeah,
I
he
think
will,
Ben
but he's
Roethlisberger.
gay.
Probably, man. Probably.
Oh, shit. So, first story we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Bears trading the first pick to the Panthers. So, let's get into it. Since the end of the regular season, the Chicago Bears have controlled the 2023 draft. On Friday, Bears general manager Ryan Poles made a career-defining trade. Sources tell CBS Sports that in a blockbuster move, the Bears are flipping the number 1 overall pick to the Carolina Panthers, who were previously selecting at number 9. The Bears haul is a massive one. Pending physicals, the Bears will acquire DJ Moore, the 9th pick, a 2nd-round pick this year, a 2024 first-round pick, and a 2nd-round pick in 2025. Crazy. So that's about all that I really care to read from the article because the rest is just going to be our opinion, you know? So, pretty fucking crazy. Justin Fields finally getting his dude. He's going to have an actual, real, legitimate weapon to throw to. I'm pretty excited about it. But how does this affect Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet, the whole offense? What do you guys think?
I think it only helps, honestly. Like, they didn't need pick 1. They got their guy. I knew it was all fake when they were like saying, "Oh, we might trade away Justin Fields. You know, we might take a quarterback or whatever." Like, there's just no way. They got a haul.
Yeah,
Pick 9, they can do whatever they want. They can go offensive line, they can go defensive game, and get another receiver. I don't think they need it.
I find it kind of weird out of the Panthers because they came out, they re-signed DJ Moore, said that they're not in any circumstance going to trade DJ Moore, and then they trade DJ Moore.
They want
Yeah,
they
that's
want to go get their guy, man.
it's the art
They
of the
know they're
deal,
drafting
man.
a quarterback. They want to pick their pick, you know.
Now, which quarterback would you guys think that is? Younger.
I think they're gonna go Stroud.
Stroud.
I heard Shroud, but I don't know, honestly, to be fair. A lot of people think Bryce Young's the best prospect, and then Anthony Richardson had the best combine of any quarterback in NFL history, so who knows, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of up in the air. And I've even heard some shit about the Kentucky quarterback no one actually really talks about.
Yeah,
Levis,
Will
yeah.
Levis or whatever his name
Yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think the Bears are gonna be really good, dude. Honestly.
They can do a lot in the draft this year, and next year they
I
got
heard
2
they're
first-round
willing-
picks, man.
I heard they're willing to overpay for Orlando Brown, the left tackle out of from the Chiefs last year.
That'd be
They can
huge.
afford it too.
Darnell Mooney's going to be a really good number 2 receiver. I don't think Chase Claypool is going to be stoked about going into another number 3 role, but he could be alright with it, you know. Cole Kmet, dude.
Orlando Brown. would be
Khalil
Khalil Herbert.
Herbert's looking like he's going to get the job. It's an exciting time to be a Bears fan, man.
100% agree.
And the
100%.
Lions. I bet you the Lions and the Bears are first and second in that division next year.
They also have a second-round pick from the Ravens for Roquan Smith last year too, so they got another pretty high pick this year in the draft.
They're probably going to draft a lot of defensive players, I'd assume, and linemen, because their skill positions look pretty set. They could take a flyer on a running back, I think, early too, though. Wouldn't be that
Or
surprised.
even another receiver, and maybe they get lucky and hit on him, you know.
That'd be crazy.
Chase Claypool, I don't think he's really been given a fair shot yet, but
I agree with that.
I can't believe how much they paid for him, but what they just did
Yeah.
now makes up for it in my mind. Like it doesn't even matter what they paid for him. To
It
get
was
that
the
much of
first
a
pick
haul.
in the second round, though, for Chase Claypool. That was kind of crazy.
yeah, I think the
Honestly.
Steelers won that trade.
Oh, absolutely. I hated it. But getting DJ Moore and pick 9 and future picks moving down, sure you want pick 1, but you don't need pick 1. You can
Oh no,
Probably
I
get
love that
something.
for the Bears, dude. I thought
Yeah,
they were
it's-
gonna do that the whole time. I didn't think that they were gonna trade Justin Fields.
it made up for their stupid move. Like sometimes when I'm playing fantasy, I'll make a really, really dumb trade. But I'll negate it somehow because I'm like, well, this trade was really fucking good, so that kind of washes out.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
still have
I
Chase
agree with that.
Claypool.
I remember you talking about that when you did your cow pitch trade. It's a bad trade, but look at all these other moves. That
You got to
make
look at
sense.
my last 5 moves to understand this move. Like, okay, dude, it's like Inception of fantasy football trades over here, dude. It's
You just
trade
add
within
them
a
all
trade.
together, and I ended up trading some.
You do take the past into account when you trade too. You'll be like, well,
You
I
have
won't
to.
do that if I did this, which is smart. It really is. You look at it a lot more on the outside than I probably do. I'd say.
I think Justin Fields is going to be a beast next year.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can get him cheap in fantasy drafts, especially in one quarterback leagues. He's going to be like a 6th, 7th round pick probably.
And what Josh
All
was saying about
over that,
Orlando
dude.
Brown, man, when Orlando was there in Baltimore, he was good for a running quarterback. Fields is a running quarterback. That could work out really nice.
He has a chance to catch a hype train though, and be like the 6th quarterback off the board.
Well, if that's the case, then I won't have any
Yeah,
probably. So
because
sucks.
Jalen Hurts, no, he didn't. He was rising like right before the season.
I got him in the 5th round after Lamar, after a lot of other quarterbacks. I got Jalen Hurts and Botheads last year. I think Fields he could mirror Jalen Hurts like completely, getting that number 1 receiver. His team can take the next step. The problem is the Bears don't have the defense to really do it, I don't think, But you never know. They have the most cap space in the NFL. The 9th pick this year, 2 second round, or no, they traded their 2nd round pick, so yeah. But 2 first round picks next year, so.
Yeah, if they
Yeah.
do something crazy with pick 9, or if they make a move, his stock could really rise.
Get some of those.
Which I don't
defensive
really want
players.
to see.
They're all available,
With all that money and all the hype now with DJ Moore coming, and they know what the picks are like, there's going to be people that want to sign in Chicago. Like, money's money.
I love DJ Moore. He's a stud. He's a wide receiver 1 on just about any team, half the teams.
Who'd you rather, DJ Moore or T. Higgins? Right now, 1 year.
Higgins.
In fantasy or in the NFL?
Fantasy.
I think Higgins in both.
It's close, but I would have to agree probably.
Crazy.
I'm a big Higgins fan.
It's hard.
I don't know, man.
I really like DJ Moore. Yeah, me too. Who knows? So let's look at it from the other angle, though. What about the Panthers? What is this? Do you have any, like, Terrence Marshall or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Kind of rough.
Yeah, I've been thinking it.
Suck.
I've been
Does
looking
the
at
stock
it.
go up, or do they get another wide receiver?
It depends on what
And-
happens.
Randy looked to see where Terrence Marshall was and realized Josh owns him in every single league that we play in.
Yeah, every league I don't own him and Josh does, so we're fucked.
Yeah.
I love Terrence Marshall, bro.
It might show that
You think
patience
he's a
pays
number
off.
one though?
No.
No,
They'll probably bring someone else in or something, or they'll
But if
try
they
to play him
don't,
at
gotta
number
do
one.
something. Yeah, they gotta do something.
he could get so much volume, and I think just the volume alone, if they only bring in like one guy or maybe nobody, I bet you they'll bring in like DJ Chark. It'll be like DJ Chark and Terrence Marshall, maybe somebody else.
I could
I
see
don't think
it.
it's gonna be anything crazy.
Yeah, they're not in a position
see
to
that.
really like sign an older receiver, you know.
Maybe Jacoby
Right.
Myers.
I think Joby Myers is going to get paid somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's gonna want too much money.
Me
Wonder
too.
where he's gonna go.
Carolina's
I
being
don't
weird. I don't
How
really know
so?
what they're gonna do. I mean, it's just so risky, man. They already missed on a high pick quarterback like what 4 years ago, and now they're just sending it all again. But they stripped their team pretty much.
Right.
Like they still got key pieces, but they got rid of Christian McCaffrey. They got rid of DJ Moore. I mean, there's defensive players they've got rid of. It's just
Deontay Foreman's still a free agent, to be fair, so they don't even really have a running back.
I think
They have
I heard
nothing. They
they're
drafted
gonna keep
Shee
Brian
Smith or
Burns.
whatever.
fantasy points are going to come out of Carolina. I just don't know where they're going to go yet.
Somebody's going to score some fantasy points, that's for sure. We shall see.
And with DJ Moore there, he was just the obvious one. He was just going to be the guy who was probably going to.
Didn't they say they want to bring back Dante Foreman?
They want to bring him back, yeah. Well, the running backs coach was talking about it, though, so, when
Yeah,
Deuce
I'm
Staley
curious
talks
what that guy
about it,
wants.
who knows,
I think he's the guy that they won't really have to pay that much, and they're not really trying to win yet. And he might be good, like a good run blocking, running or a good pass blocking running back for their new rookie quarterback. Like I don't know, there could be a lot of things, but they're not going to bring him back into like win football games.
Right.
Agreed.
I think they got a big fucking break, like of at least they probably got like a 1 year plan where they think after a whole year, like after
Minimum.
through this, yeah, they're probably gonna think they can bring it together. But like, there's no way they do it before that. That's like best case scenario.
100% agree. Best case scenario is probably 2 or 3 years, to be honest, the way that they really tore it down. Unless they make some crazy moves in free agency and trading, I don't think you can draft your way into relevancy in a year or two, you know what I mean?
Like if they drafted
Is that
Pat
a
Mahomes
quarterback?
right now,
And they don't have a first-round pick next year. So, rough.
is Pat Mahomes good enough to take that team to the Super Bowl?
No.
That's what I mean. Like they would have to draft literally Pat Mahomes to even.
To what, make the playoffs and lose in the first round? That's
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just so bad. Even Pat Mahomes can't throw to Terrence Marshall and Cheese Smith. You know what I mean? Like,
And I don't think their cap space is good either. I think they're just trying to break it all down and clean it up and get what they can.
that sucks for whatever quarterback they draft there.
You think they do draft a quarterback at 9?
Who? At 1? You mean?
The Panther. Oh yeah, sorry, at 1. They're gonna
Yeah.
draft.
They don't pay that much to not draft a quarterback. There's actually no. I will be shocked if they don't draft a quarterback at 1. Like, actually shocked.
If they boldly went after it, they're going to. Like they could have.
Well, retard and forgot they got the first pick for a second.
They could have traded for pick 2 or pick 3 or whatever, but they wanted their guy. They wanted to make sure the Bears didn't trade it to someone that was going to take their guy ahead of them. Like I think they already know who it is.
There's a lot of rumors it's Shroud, but I don't know if I buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Teams always surprise me with the first pick.
Always?
Not always, but a
I
lot
think
of
it'll be
times.
Shroud.
But the Baker pick surprised me.
What do you guys think of the rookie quarterbacks, the 3 big names? Young, Shroud, and Richardson.
I want to get. I think all 3 are going to go by pick 7, by pick 8, like the way things are looking now. And it's a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, didn't Richardson just have a huge combine day?
Yeah.
He's the fastest quarterback in the history of the combine.
Holy snap.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
And he's the
pronounce
3rd
that dude.
quarterback right now. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That other guy might go in the first round too.
The dude from Kentucky,
Will Levis.
Will
Or
Levis.
or something.
I'm not sure. I'm excited about these quarterbacks.
league. Yeah.
The reason I ask is our friend Cole, he says all the quarterbacks suck except for Bryce Young, and he's too small. And it's like, I don't know if I agree, but like me and Josh were talking, it's like I at least can respect the fact that he's not just like parroting fucking ESPN headlines or something. It's like just
You gotta
interesting
go
to
your
me.
own route.
It's
Yeah, you guys
interesting.
wanna
Well, a
pick-
lot of people don't go their
Mhm.
own way. They just parrot whatever they see online or something. So it's an interesting take from him, and I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. Honestly, it's kind of weird.
I'm not really particularly going to go after quarterbacks. I hope they go early. If I'm sitting there with pick 5 and 6 and 7 or some shit, and I can get CJ Stroud or even the other dude, Richardson. I don't remember his name.
Anthony Richardson, he's interesting. I really
There's
wonder
a lot
where
of
he's going to
upside.
go.
I'm hearing Cam Newton comparisons for Richardson.
He's my
Like,
kind of
there's his
quarterback,
spot.
you know?
I think it's going to go
Big
like
and fast and strong.
in the first 4 picks are going to be 3 quarterbacks and Bijan.
In the NFL draft, or?
No.
Oh, I was going to say,
In
yeah.
fantasy.
Like, yeah, you're crazy, bro.
It's a rough receiver class, huh?
Yeah, I'm not hearing
So
a
like,
lot about
say you have pick
receiver.
5 and 6, you're gonna get your choice of receiver, maybe Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe someone else you like. The best 2 receivers you can get at
Zach
5 and 6.
Evans.
Yeah. If you have pick 5 and 6, a lot of drafts, I think you're gonna have 2 shots at receiver.
You think it's
Like
Yeah.
just
your
lock
choice.
and loaded that the first 4 picks are the 3 quarterbacks? And
No, people are gonna be
In 2
weird.
quarterback leagues, right? You're talking about,
Yeah.
obviously.
oh, definitely 2 quarterback leagues.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
In
can see
12
one of
team
those
leagues, maybe.
one of those receivers working their way in.
12 team leagues, it just feels like 2 quarterback 12 team leagues. Quarterbacks are so valuable compared to like 8 or 10 team leagues, you know?
100%.
Think about like Wake Tucky or LLC compared to like Prestige. Quarterbacks are so much more valuable in those 12 team leagues, man. It's like I'm
Mhm.
sitting with Carson Wentz on my bench as my 4th quarterback in LLC, and I'm just like, should I cut Carson Wentz or should I keep him as my 4th quarterback? Like, it's
I
rough.
traded you a 3rd for Jimmy Garoppolo in that league one year.
I know. I wish I
was
still had him.
backup.
The main thing I realized is pick 4, 5, and possibly even 6 are super valuable. When I was thinking about like
If-
how the draft's gonna go.
If you're not quarterback hungry, yeah.
Even if you are though pick 4, if it goes 3 quarterbacks and you get Bijan, it's like, okay, dude.
Right. I
If
guess
it
I have to
doesn't go,
take Bijan.
yeah, if Bijan goes, you're gonna get a third
One of the
third
3.
quarterback.
We have a long way to go still, but that's what
Yeah.
it's looking like for sure.
I'm gonna actively try to get like into the top 6 this year, I think.
You always have a plan like that before every draft. You have like a position in the draft you're trying to trade for, pretty much. It's kind of cool. But let's get into our next story. We're going to talk about Mike's boy, dude.
Oh boy.
We're going to talk about franchise tag tracker. Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley tagged. NFL free agency is upon us, and some teams have some pricey decisions to make before the new league year starts on March 15th. Teams are able to place the franchise tag on prospective unrestricted free agents through Tuesday. Each team can tag 1 player, which is fully guaranteed deal for 1 season if the player opts to play. If the player opts to play, is that a thing? I thought it was like holding out. I didn't know they actually had a choice to play or not. All right, we don't care about all this. What I want to talk about mostly is Lamar Jackson, quarterback for the Ravens. All right, so this is what I think about Lamar Jackson. I think that it's really getting overblown. This whole NFL is colluding against him. I think a lot of the problem is nobody wants to deal with Lamar because he's representing himself, first of all.
True.
People don't want to deal with just you. They want to deal with an agent. They don't want to deal with the BS. Dude, he doesn't have a professional, like, you know what I mean? They're going to look down on him for that for sure. And on top of that, people don't want to give another Deshaun Watson deal because then everyone's going to have to start giving these Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, like giant ass deals. So it's like, if you're the Panthers, okay? Do you really want to sit there and talk to Lamar Jackson himself with no agent, no middleman, and try to get a deal done with him just so the Ravens can fucking match it? You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? You're going to do all the work for the Ravens, get the deal ready. Lamar's going to sign the deal, and then the Ravens can just match it. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's my take on it. I don't think that, like, yeah, maybe there's a little bit of collusion with the Deshaun Watson, you know what I mean? They don't want those kinds of contracts for players, obviously. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's the business. The Ravens are playing smart. The ball's definitely in their court. Like they're like, okay, well, if someone offered them some bullshit, we would just pay them that. And if someone offered them something crazy, it's like, well, we can decide if we want to pay that, or if we want to just say fuck it. You know, they got
I
so
just
much
find that would
power.
be insane.
Him
And
continuing to get hurt is like really taking the power away from him.
agreed.
If
If
could
he had
just
a
stay
bomb ass
healthy,
season,
man.
who knows what would be happening right now, you know? Somebody'd be fucking paying him.
Why doesn't he just get representation? He just doesn't want to pay for that, or
I don't
what?
know. I think
That's
it's
a
kind of
good
cool that he
question.
doesn't have an agent, like kind of, because like it's like, why do I need one? But at the same time,
Well,
I think
this is
it,
why.
yeah,
right
it
here.
takes like all the personal shit out of it. It's like a business. Like they don't deal with you personally; they just deal with your agent. Like imagine like just telling the agent like, yeah, we're cutting him or whatever, like no deal. But like, if you're telling the actual person that like Lamar is just sitting there, and you're like, it's like harder to negotiate with like the person than just like a business figure, probably too.
Right, 100%.
I find it really weird that he doesn't have an agent still.
It is weird.
I've never heard of
I
this.
respect
but
it.
I do. I
Other
respect
players
it.
have done it before. I'm pretty sure. I've heard of other players doing it with no agent, right?
Yeah, I think no
can't
one is
think of it
big,
there now.
probably. Like, I don't know if there's ever been like a superstar like that.
Because it's just him and his
That one.
mom. Like,
I don't think it's ever gotten to
really
this
weird.
point where he's like the number one free agent, not representing himself. Like, it's kind of crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
What do you think, Mike? You're the Ravens fan.
I think even if a team does offer, they'll match it. I think he's going to play in Baltimore. Probably.
Do you think they're going to match it no matter what?
If it's an ungodly number, I don't know. I think the owner's starting to look very cheap in this whole thing too. Like, why don't you just pay your fucking quarterback? Just so
Where no one offers him a contract.
Then he's gonna have, if he holds out or he plays for $32 million, which is $3 million less than Geno Smith, which is fucking insane to me. It's $5 million less than your boy Danny Nichols.
Oh, we're going to get to those contracts, but that's crazy. That's the best they can. Oh, wait, that's the franchise tag?
Yeah.
It was 32.5.
He's not going to play under that. What if he gets hurt under franchise tag? His career is over.
True. Most career's not over, but
Could be. Like an injury.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, what if? Like, that's really risky.
this is the thing I always worried about with him, man. Like, I even said it like from the beginning when he was in that MVP season. I'm gonna enjoy this ride while it lasts because the way he plays, it's not gonna last forever.
It's almost like the Ravens are trying to show him that, like, here, dude, nobody's gonna actually pay you this amount of money. You know what I mean? Like, we'll
And he's
match
taking it
whatever they
personal.
can, but no one's doing it. I find it crazy to me, dude, because he's like, there's so many teams that would be so much better with Lamar Jackson on their roster. So many
The
teams
teams are just
looking for
out.
a quarterback right now.
Like, what is wrong with Carolina? Could they not have afforded Lamar Jackson for cheaper than all the assets they gave? Do they not have the money to do it? Like,
Nobody wants
I mean,
to pay it.
it's true, and they don't have the team around it. They do need to develop their own guy, I guess.
What's
But what
Washington's
about the
excuse?
Saints? Or the Saints' excuse? They go and they
Yeah.
sign Derek Carr. Like, you might as well trade for Lamar at that point. But then it's like they're already in cap hell. They have no picks already. Their team's old. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, I guess. I don't know.
I thought the Dolphins even, like, sure, they're, I guess they are in on Tua, but, like, can you imagine Lamar
Does
with
he have
Tyreek
a-
Hill and Jalen Waddle? They're like the fastest team in the NFL, bro.
It's like, what? Who's even suitable for Lamar right now? The Raiders?
I agree.
Uh,
Zac the heck.
Jets.
I also agree. Lamar does suck, and he's injury prone. Until he leaves the
Lamar's a
Ravens, and he's awesome, and I love him.
Lamar's a fucking stud.
He's got to leave the Ravens, though, and then I'll be on the train.
I mean, for fantasy football, when it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's bad. Like with any other player that's been getting hurt.
They're gonna
So
change
what
his
other
name to
players? The
Jacksons.
Buccaneers, possibly, I guess, but they're in cap
I
hell.
heard
and
they're
they're-
going after Baker, bro.
If you're going after Baker, you should be kicking the tires on Lamar at the minimum, dude. That's crazy.
Baker versus Kyle Trask matchup.
The Falcons, right? And the Raiders.
Yeah. Why
That's
are
kind
the
of it.
Falcons going? The Falcons
else
should be
is
trying
there?
hard.
Miami could, but I think they're going after Tommy Brady, dude. You see that report today?
I did see a little bit of that too earlier this week. It's
I
on my
literally-
list of things. If we run out of time, we can talk about that. Some Rush shit, D Hop,
I
and Derrick
literally
Henry
just got
possibly getting
Tom
traded.
Brady.
In what league, Mike?
Wake Tucky.
Somebody's gonna pay big money for Tom Brady in Kentucky whenever he can. Crazy.
I mean, maybe the Ravens can go after Baker. Why not?
That
No?
was fucking awesome, dude.
No.
Just waiting for Mike's comment here. He's
Just
the
no.
resident Ravens fan.
It's like Mike's wet dream, bro.
Baker?
Baker
No.
Mayfield in a Ravens uniform, bro.
Yeah, dude. Bringing everybody towels would be great.
Tyler Huntley and Baker, quarterback fucking controversy, dude.
That battle will be epic, man.
Tyler
It's like
Huntley
one can
sucks.
throw, one can run. It's like
Yeah.
if you combine them together, we'd have like
Dude, they could play at the
Yeah,
same
that's what we're
time. That'd be nice,
No.
dude. line up Huntley in the backfield, toss it out to him. He acts like he's going to run, then he actually throws it. I'm telling you, Mike, there's
In
some
all
things going on
seriousness,
here.
I think Huntley could be a great leader and starter for like the DC Defenders or like the Seattle Sea Dragons. He'd be great there. Huntley's just good enough to lead an XFL team to a championship.
He's a Pro Bowl quarterback in the NFL, dude.
Disrespectful.
Proof
bro.
that the Pro Bowl is garbage.
I don't know, Mike. I
Motherfucker
think
had
you're really
2
selling your
touchdowns.
boy Huntley short, man.
I don't think the Pro Bowl actually happens. I haven't seen it in years.
No,
Sounds
fake.
Flag
Fake and
football.
gay, actually. Fake and gay.
If the Pro Bowl happens but nobody watches it, did it even happen, dude?
I don't think so.
It is flag football now, so
Allegedly.
if it's even happening.
Virtual flags. And
Did you guys see any like clips from it or anything?
I looked at a
little
couple
bit.
highlights too.
Oh damn.
It was lame.
That was
I
pretty
didn't even
lame.
look at that, to be honest.
All right, let's talk about Saquon next. So Saquon also gets the franchise tag with Daniel Jones' big deal. So the Giants are running it back, Saquon, DJ, and I think they're trying to trade for a receiver possibly. It might be kind of interesting. They really need to get a receiver on this team, though, I feel like.
They
You guys'
brought back their
thoughts?
veteran receiver.
Okay. They need to get a receiver that's not Sterling Shepard on this roster. Dude.
I read that shit. They're like 30-year-old Sterling Shepard resigns deal. They're giving him another chance. It's like, the fuck do you mean?
Didn't he tear his ACL last year?
Yeah. His Achilles, I think, dude.
Yeah, I had
Josh
him on
Jacobs,
my IR in one of the
Tony
leagues.
Pollard, a lot of running backs, huh?
I don't know. The Giants are just going to be good
Well-
enough to make the playoffs.
How do you feel about this, Josh?
I don't know, man. I like Orlando Brown. He had an underrated season last year. He played better than a lot of people give him credit for. But I think the strength in the offensive line is in Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith. Center and right guard, man. Those two guys, they drafted them both 2 years ago in the same draft, and they're studs, dude. Creed Humphrey is the number one graded center in the league last year, dude.
I wonder how much Pat Mahomes has to do with that.
I already seen that they might get what's the dude's name from Tennessee? Went to Michigan.
Oh, Luan. Tyler Luan.
Yeah, Lawan.
Yeah, that's his name.
That would be sick, bro.
That dude's
That would
a
be cool.
mean motherfucker, too. Like, he's really good out there.
He's got a pretty cool podcast too.
Hmm.
Him and Travis Kelce can link up, bro.
I think I've seen him get in a fight with, like, a bunch of defenders.
They can go on each other's podcasts. Yeah. So beyond Saquon, it's just a couple more running backs: Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, and then the last one is Evan Ingram. That's fantasy relevant, at least. Evan
I
Ingram
heard
getting
that
another run
The
back.
Raiders were
with
gonna
him.
try and give Jacobs a deal.
Yeah, they're still going to negotiate with him, but he's going to be on the franchise tag for now. It looks like
Yeah.
he led the league in rushing. He's going to want a lot of money. 25 years old. This is his one chance to like really cash in. You know,
Yeah.
sucks being a running back in the NFL.
It really does.
Same with Tony Pollard. This is his chance to cash in. All these like 24, 25-year-old running backs, man, it's their chance. Their one chance in their careers.
I like the Ingram move. He never looked better than when he had T-Law throwing it to him.
He had so
Hopefully
much
that
hype
works
in
out again.
New York too, and they
I
just never
know.
got together and goes with Trevor Lawrence and looks like a really good player.
Yeah, what's up with your boy Daniel Jones, Randy?
He's a beast, man. He's literally as good at football as Joe Burrow.
Not this again, dude. Every time you say that, our credibility goes down farther
It
and
does,
farther.
little man.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
Everybody leaves. Our 2 viewers and one's Mike just leaves the stream immediately.
Daniel Jones is like bacon.
Oh no, no. You know what? Somebody get Randy out
Joe
of here.
Burrow is like
How do I
sausage.
mute Rand
He's got
off,
too
dude?
much fucking power in this stream, dude.
Yeah, he does. I
That's
can't
pretty
believe
cool.
you just called Daniel Jones bacon. Pat Mahomes is bacon, dude. Bacon is so
True.
good. It's
Pat
number
Mahomes
one.
is like prime
Daniel
rib
Jones
wrapped
is
in
like
bacon. Like
ham, bro.
Dude, Pat Mahomes is prime rib wrapped in thick cut bacon.
yeah,
Is there anything better than that?
I don't know. Throw some
No.
brisket on top, I guess.
More meat. Just add more meat somehow.
More meat.
Figure it out.
You know, vegetables aren't even needed.
Yeah, I've heard people on this carnivore diet. It's like a new thing.
They look pretty
I
fucking
like
healthy
some
too.
vegetables, and I like fruit too. You know, I don't want to get rid of.
I think a
everything.
nice balance is cool, but like if someone only ate like trees and shit, and someone only ate meat, and you looked at both of the people, you could tell.
Trees and shit.
Or whatever they eat. I don't know. Lettuce,
Berries.
like ground plants, like grass. Like get that fucking shit off my
Potatoes.
plate.
Right. That's what you think vegans eat? They just go in the yard and pick grass and eat it.
I guess.
That's
I
a
don't know,
fucking
man.
Whatever
idiot, dude.
they eat. Like what?
I'm a meat person. Oh,
What's
no,
our
no.
next story? Jesus Christ. dude.
Golly, Randy, you're
to the
so
next
fucking stupid.
I'm a meat person. Oh no. All right.
This video
Let's see
sponsored by meat.
Half an hour in, boys. I'm losing it.
Who we going first? Carr, Daniel Jones, or Gino? Who do you guys want first?
Daniel Jones. We might as well just get Vanilla Vic out of the way. He's quick.
How about
He's agile.
DJ first.
His arms.
He could earn up to $195 million in new deal per source, and everyone except for Randy thinks it's a waste.
Worth
of money.
every penny.
Bro,
You
he's
can't
an
skip
average
this. Oh my
quarterback.
god, dude. That's gonna be here on this.
Oh, he has an
episode.
average
Ah.
team. He's a superstar quarterback.
Oh my
So-
God.
His deal is worth $160 million over 4 years, and he can make a $35 million additional in incentives. That is insane. So when you do the math, Randy, how much is that per year?
How many
160
years?
by 4. Is it 45 or 40?
40.
40 million a year.
But he's going to hit all of his
an additional
incentives.
35 mil.
Unless one of them's like win the Super Bowl or something. They're a playoff team. That's all they're going to be. Unless they do something
Jones
crazy.
is now the 7th highest paid quarterback in the NFL per over the cap. Ties Matt Stafford and Dak Prescott.
He's probably underpaid.
I mean, I think he's as good as Dak and Stafford probably.
Yeah.
at this
With
point.
way
I mean,
more
Stafford
potential.
did win a Super Bowl though, to be fair.
But
I
if
don't know,
you have an
Stafford's
NFL
banged up
team,
last year, I think Stafford's better than those guys.
if you have an NFL team, Josh, who do you want as your quarterback? Daniel Jones or Matt Stafford right now? Like today.
Well, right now, today, Daniel Jones, but that's because Matthew Stafford's old and kind of on his way out, dude. Like Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback.
I think
Brian
Daniel Jones
Matthew
can pass
Stafford.
him up.
How many fumbles did Daniel Jones have last year? Do you know, Randy?
Not as
He only
many.
had 5 interceptions. Yeah, right here it's saying New York finished 9-7-1, made the playoffs, and defeated the Vikings in the wild card round after Jones made his turnover issues a distant memory. And I remember those turnover issues were legit.
I know. I was
He's
like,
one of the
Danny.
most efficient quarterbacks this past season, throwing just 5 interceptions all year. But they don't talk about how many fumbles he had, dude.
I got you. Sure, I have him on like every team.
Because he's a fumble machine, you know?
Yeah, he definitely was. I called him up and I'm like, bro, like you're really good, and I see what you have in you, but you're really gonna need to learn how to hold onto the damn ball, bro. Like pretend it's a corn bag, and then his like eyes opened and
Pretend
A
it's
light
a
bulb.
cornerback.
went off in his head.
You have a call from the wide receiver whisperer. Do you accept?
And he's just holding that shit now.
You've
But
been
in
on Daniel Jones' side.
2021, he had where the fuck was fumbles at? All right, in 2019, his 1st year, he had 18 fumbles.
No way. 18
11.
fumbles. Jesus.
It's like RG3
On-
levels.
On 459 dropbacks.
Holy shit. 18's a lot.
11 of them were lost.
Okay.
In 2020, he had 11 fumbles. 6 of them were lost. 2021, 7 fumbles, 3 lost, and then he had 6 fumbles last year.
So
How
he's
many
definitely
lost?
progressing.
Yeah,
Reminds me of Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber, bro.
Oh, the way he looks, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like if you
Give him a
mix,
nice bowl cut.
Yeah. mix Lloyd and Tom Brady,
Give him
dude.
Mike Breeding
You got your
haircut.
man, or Lloyd and
Oh
Peyton
my
Manning.
goodness gracious, bro.
I think that was his name, right? Floyd or Lloyd.
Lloyd and Peyton Manning. Then you have Daniel Jones, dude. He's like the dumb version of Peyton Manning. Poor DJ. Yeah, I mean, 5 interceptions and 6 fumbles, though. Coming from 18 fumbles year 1 to that is pretty substantial, I'd say.
18 fumbles is insane. How many touchdowns did he throw that year?
Not many. Remember, everybody
10.
thought he sucked except for Randy. He had 18 fumbles and 10 touchdowns.
Oh no, that year. Hang on. It's probably worse. No, he had 24.
All right, I was gonna say if he had more fucking touch or fumbles.
But his
that's
rushing
insane.
upside, man, he ran for over 700 yards and 120 attempts last season. 6 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns rushing.
Hey man, they don't call him Vanilla Vic for no reason.
That was pretty good, to be honest.
His least amount of rushing yards in a season was 280, and it was year one. And he also had 2 touchdowns. That's just extra points, man.
Hell yeah. I mean, he's definitely got fantasy value. I mean, you guys would say he's a top 12 quarterback in fantasy, Daniel Jones, or not quite?
He's not going to go as that.
Easy, really.
I put him in 15, but I don't know about 12.
Oof. What do you think, Josh?
I think I could see a world where I put him right around 12 or 13. Somewhere right around there. Maybe 11 on a good day.
I'll make a $50 bet he finishes at the top 10 quarterback.
Don't do it, Josh. Don't do it. I can't take another year of you mauling over Christian Kirk being in the top 12.
You freaking hate Daniel Jones.
That made the game, but that made that bet so much better was the end of the season when like the stats were coming down to the wire and Josh was really sweating it.
I could easily see Daniel Jones being quarterback 7 next year.
7?
Yeah.
I like to see what he gets around him first, dude.
I don't think he will, but I could definitely see it. I won't be surprised if he's like a top 7 quarterback.
How is this not going to tell me Derek Carr's contract, dude?
I got questions.
Find a different article.
With that contract.
I'd take him over Lamar starting a team.
Derek Carr?
Who, Daniel Jones?
Crazy, bro.
No.
Like in the real NFL? Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Wow.
If I had to pay them the same contract right there, $195 million, I would rather pay to Daniel Jones.
Well, for the longevity, I guess.
You're crazy, bro.
Because eventually Lamar is
Lamar over Daniel Jones all day and every day.
Not even close. It's actually not even close.
Yeah. The upside of Lamar is insane, but I don't know.
You're crazy, bro. Crazy.
You just love him way too much, Daniel Jones, that is, dude.
I can't believe how quick Mike was willing to jump ship and be on your team, dude.
No, I see the longevity, but because his knees will look like oatmeal in about 5 years, but I think like Lamar.
Daniel Jones big, Daniel Jones strong, Lamar Jackson weak and frail. I'm sure he's fast and has the upside of like
one out of a unanimous MVP like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I could see him never like
throwing the ball,
coming close to doing it again.
Than that. 5.
It scares me, dude. Like he could legitimately be done. I don't think he is. I just want to see him get a contract.
Me too.
Lamar, yeah, me too. He deserves it, honestly. Like really.
And I'm nervous because I got him littered throughout my fucking team. Just stupid ass shitbird.
I don't think I have any Lamar.
I don't have a single share either.
Last year I went on a kick of getting Lamar for some reason after I didn't even rank him.
I tried, but you went on the same kick and you overpaid for him, and I couldn't do. Or you paid
the
more
first
than I
half of the
would've.
season was nice, but I don't know. Botheads I got him for a steal. I think.
I just think it's egregious that somehow Kyler Murray is getting paid more than Lamar. Like Ravens aside, like Lamar's a better talent. He just is.
I take Daniel Jones over Kyler Murray.
How much is the franchise tag for quarterbacks to play under? Do you guys know?
I'm not sure.
I think it's like 35, right? 33, 35 million.
Let's see here.
Daniel Jones is 25 years old. 6'5", 230 pounds. And I literally see Josh Allen in him.
Oh my god.
Everybody hated Josh Allen. No, people literally just talk shit about Josh Allen like he was Daniel Jones. And now he's Josh Allen.
Are you for real?
That is true. That is true. Same with Jalen Hurts, too. There's been a lot of quarterbacks that have had that. I mean, Lamar had that treatment.
Daniel Jones has been in the NFL for like 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, 4 years.
That was after 1 year for them. And then they come out and pop the next year.
Josh Allen was like 2 years before.
I think Daniel Jones would be interesting to see him with another weapon, but I don't think you.
But Stephon, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs. I'm adamant if he had T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, the Bengals would be a better team, like with Daniel Jones than Joe Burrow.
Wow.
I'm adamant Joe Burrow's better.
Spicy take. Man. I can't agree with you, but it's spicy.
That'd be nice.
I hate you. All right, so Daniel Jones got paid more than Derek Carr at least. So looking here, Derek Carr's contract was 150 over 4. So what, Daniel Jones got 160, right?
Yeah, 160 over 4. Yep.
And it looks like he doesn't really have the whole extra 35 mil. Probably just leaving teams. It's just crazy because the Saints had no money, and somehow they're going to keep Michael Thomas on a restructured deal and sign Derek Carr to this deal. I don't understand how it happened.
That was my question. Weren't they in the red?
They
going
were.
into this year?
It's like
We talked about it a little
54
while ago.
million over.
Yeah.
Some crazy.
I feel
Did
like we're
cap
talking
go
about the
up? I
Saints
know
for
it's
a
going
minute.
up for the next couple years.
I have to agree with our viewer, Randy. Honestly.
Damn.
He's a Steelers fan, but he's right about this, dude. For sure.
Oh, it's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, but
I
they're
mean-
sticking around.
You are on crack, though, Randy, for sure.
Yeah, probably a little bit.
You've kind of
But I
always been a
mean-
Joe Burrow hater, though, and you've always been a Daniel Jones stan, so it kind of makes sense.
What did Daniel Jones finish this year in fantasy? Does
How
anybody
many
know?
Super Bowls has
Well, I thought we
Daniel
were
Jones
talking
been
about
to?
actual NFL here. You said you'd rather have Daniel Jones on the Bengals than Joe Burrow in the NFL. Are we talking?
Oh yeah,
NFL, or
Joe
are we
Burrow's a
talking
little
fantasy?
bitch. Kenny Pickett's way worse than Daniel Jones. Like if Daniel Jones was on the Steelers would be a better team for sure.
Why do you love Daniel Jones so much?
He's
Golly, dude, you're wild, bro. Kenny
I
I
Pickett
mean, he
hasn't
might
even
be
got a
better than
chance
Kenny
yet.
Pickett.
He might
Exactly. We
be.
don't even
He
know.
might be, but Josh
Yeah.
Allen, dude, I don't know. Joe Burrow,
think-
you're crazy.
I think
Yeah,
Pickett
but-
showed some
I don't
promise.
know, man. He was quarterback 9 with literally no weapons, but like Saquon.
True.
But everyone's like,
I
"He
mean,
sucks dick," and
I didn't say
Christian
he's like
Kirk is.
big, but I do
No,
agree.
but-
Isaiah
yeah.
Hodgins was his number one receiver. That's pretty crazy.
Darius
I'll never
Slay had a
forget that
decent
day.
little couple of games.
If Joe
Randy
Burrow
hates
was on the
Darius Slayton,
Giants,
too. It's so funny.
if Joe Burrow was on the Giants and I was talking this shit, he would be like, "Put the crack down, please." Joe Burrow ain't all that. What would
No.
he do with that team?
Joe Burrow's won everywhere he's went to, dude.
Because Jamar Chase is there.
Joe Burrow was good before Jamar Chase got
I
there.
think he did lose like a state.
They did lose
Heisman
that one
thing.
year before Chase got drafted the next year after. So
Yeah.
I think
You know.
didn't he only have Higgins and Boyd? Like when he came in?
because Chase was the next year, and everybody wanted him to draft that lineman that the
Yeah, because I said he was going to
Yeah,
get
Penny.
slaughtered.
Lions
Well,
ended up with, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said he was going to get slaughtered because I didn't get a lineman that year.
I don't know.
That's
They could
wrong.
do a lot to improve their situation and his fantasy situation. If I can get a top 10 quarterback after like 20 quarterbacks go, I fucking love it.
Oh yeah, that I 100% agree with. I don't know. He's gonna get drafted a lot higher than he has in the past this year, though.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be rough to get him. I think where you want him. But I mean, if you're comfortable with his your number one quarterback, you can probably get him pretty late and be happy with it.
I would
but don't know
love
if I
him
could
as
do
my number
that.
2 quarterback.
Yeah, but what if he's your number one quarterback? What if him and like I don't know
Derek
some
Carr.
rookie quarterback or Derek Carr or something? Yeah, what are you gonna do? Or this guy?
It just
that
depends
we're
because
talking about.
until the Giants do something and get him something to work with, that's his ceiling.
Speaking of fantasy,
I think is like
surprise,
a top,
Geno.
just like a round 10, 12, like a low end quarterback 1.
This is crazy to me. Geno came out of nowhere and he signed a 3-year, $105 million deal. What is going on with that, man?
He's been around
Insane.
forever too. One of the craziest
I like
comebacks
the
I've ever
Seahawks,
seen.
bro.
He played really
I
well
don't.
last year.
I hate the
That's all I know.
Seahawks. I hate Pete Carroll.
I like the uniforms, dude. They're sweet.
He set a franchise record over all those seasons Russ had. That's kind of crazy. I mean, he did have an extra game, to be fair, though. But still. I mean, that's a lot of money for Geno. What do you guys think?
Good for him, bro.
Well deserved.
Did it late in his career, but he got a way to get paid, bro.
I mean, I like it
I
for
don't
DK
know.
Metcalf.
I'm surprised. I thought that they were gonna maybe try and draft someone, but
Geno or Derek Carr in fantasy?
Oof.
See, now those guys I do not feel comfortable at all as my quarterback 1. Like, not even like a little bit. I
Well,
don't feel
yeah.
great about Daniel Jones as my quarterback 1, but like, it's like, man.
I'm still
That's
done with
really
Michael
rough.
Thomas, so Geno. I mean, he might have Olave, but Geno's got Metcalf and Lockett.
I like Shaheed, too. I mean, I don't know.
I
like
think
the
you're
fact
gonna.
that Geno's been in the system a year longer than Derek Carr is gonna be.
Agreed with that one, though.
Yeah.
100%. I feel that. I think I would take Derek Carr, though. But who knows?
I think you'll be able to get them both super late.
I
They're
think
gonna be
very
like-
similar.
I think I picked
They are
Geno
pretty
off the
similar.
waiver wire in one of the leagues, and he was like a top 10 quarterback most of the year. It was crazy.
Gino's a fucking dynasty asset right now in 12-team 2-quarterback leagues. That's kind of crazy. I never thought we would get here. He was on every waiver wire before the season last year, literally before the whole thing with Russ. I mean, you know what I mean? Like he was literally on every waiver wire. Nobody gave a shit about Gino.
Do you remember during the draft it went like Gino, Mariota, and then like one other irrelevant quarterback, and we were like, that's the ugliest pick. Somebody in there got a top 10 quarterback for over half the year.
Who, Gino?
Yeah, because it was like a really bad run at quarterbacks in the draft.
Like, I mean, it took him like 12 years and like 3 teams, but yeah, he eventually got there, dude. Like the Jets are not happy about their pick still. Hey, at least in 10 years, he'll be a top 10 quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, man. No, we really did. We hit on that.
Score.
I meant in the startup, though. It's crazy that he went like round 17 or some shit, like right after Mariota.
Yeah, I mean, he was free pretty much, literally free.
I sold Gino as quickly as I possibly could. And as soon as there was any hype around him, if I would have held on to him for longer, he definitely would have got more.
100%. All right, what do we got? Here we go. Here's our last. We got a couple. We got Aaron Rodgers. We could talk about for a minute. I don't want to spend too much time because we literally talk about Aaron Rodgers every single podcast. I do love Aaron Rodgers, though. Let's be honest. Basically, it's going to be retirement or the Jets for Aaron Rodgers, and there's a lot of it's probably going to be tomorrow, and then it's going to be on my fucking whiteboard all week for what we're going to talk about next Sunday. It's Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, so let's not waste too much time on this actually, because like once he gets traded, we're going to talk about him.
Good. There we go.
He's going to the Jets.
Garrett Wilson's
retiring,
right?
No, dude.
As if I didn't love Garrett Wilson enough. If he gets Rodgers, oh my god, I'm gonna be stiff. I'm gonna be stiff.
The AFC is gonna be so fucking loaded, bro. Honestly, it's gonna be crazy if he. What if Tua comes back and he's playing like he was before all the concussions and stuff, man?
Someone will bonk him on the head.
Crazy. The Jets, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, Browns.
I don't know if you can be like susceptible to concussions, but if you can be, he definitely is.
Maybe not susceptible, but like it gets to a point where you've had a few, and when you get another one, it's more like bad. More.
He had him so often, like in that little stretch.
Yeah, and he played with a concussion and got another concussion. That was kind of crazy.
I've had a couple concussions, bro. That shit fucking.
So this Calvin Ridley article is really long. Okay. Like really long, but I read it earlier, so I don't want to read the whole thing now. I can give you guys the synopsis though. Basically what happened was Calvin Ridley played through like basically 2 seasons where he was so hurt that he could like barely walk without like injections and shit like that. So his mental health was really messed up. They just traded Julio, so he was supposed to be the guy, and he felt a lot of pressure to like basically be the dude for the Falcons. And basically, he came home from the game and his house had been robbed and somebody had been in their house with like guns and masks on and shit. And it totally fucked him up. And then he was afraid for his wife and his kid. And when he went home, he was like really stiff and sore and he couldn't be like there for his kid and shit. And it really fucked with his mental health basically. And that's why he stepped away. And then he goes into his whole gambling thing and how like it really wasn't that big of a deal and he wishes he hasn't done it and blah, blah, blah. It was a really good article though. And it makes him feel like almost human, I liked it. It was good. It was a nice read if you guys want to check it out. It's from the Players Tribune, but that's where I was gonna go. Randy, you told me there's no way you're drafting. You don't want any shares of him. You think he's totally like gone. There's nothing.
I read some shit. I read his quotes and he's off the list. He says he's gonna get 1,400 fucking yards a season. If he's ready to play football, like I'm in. Like go for it.
He's got T. Law. It's gonna be the best quarterback he's ever had. I mean, old Matt Ryan, maybe, but.
And you seen Evan Ingram eat, Zay Jones eat, Marvin Jones eat, like.
So why is he off your
Jaguars? Board? No, like he's off my list of receivers not to fucking draft.
Oh, he's on the list. Yeah, me too. When you said he's off the list, I thought you meant like. He's
no, like
there
I had a list of like
Tyler
Michael Thomas
and all those other. Yeah,
I might be wrong about Michael Thomas too. Honestly,
no, I agree with Michael Thomas. I got burnt too many times by Michael Thomas. Even if he's good, I'm not taking a chance this year.
But no, like I like what I read and I like what he said. And if he's ready to play football, I'm ready to go. Like you can get him for late. It's still at this rate. You guys were ahead of it. I mean,
league winner, dude.
Just like with,
Agreed.
I don't know what he's dealing with, man. And if he just walks away from football and he does this and that, like, I don't know. Does he just want money? Like, I'm not like saying that shit, but like, I don't know why he's coming back. I don't know his story or anything like about that shit. But
I'm sure money has something to do with it.
that just it made it kind of risky to me because he just was kind of like Calvin Ridley, and then he's just gone.
So he changed your mind?
A little bit.
Nice.
Where'd you take
He's
him?
not undraftable. I would love to get him in like the 8th round. 9th round would be better. Maybe I don't know. Reach a little bit. If you're feeling froggy.
How much would
Take
you
him
pay
earlier
for him
than that?
in Dynasty?
Man, that's rough. It's still kind of
Would you
risky.
give up a late first round pick for him?
I would consider it.
I
What
offered
was
the
it,
11th
111?
pick. Yeah, I offered the 11th pick for Ridley, but nothing came of it. I'd pay that. I don't think I'd pay the 7th. I have the 7th and 11th pick in that league, and I don't think I'd pay the 7th for him, though.
Yeah,
I
that
think
could
he's worth the
definitely
late
be
first, though.
worth the risk. I mean, he's proven himself as an elite talent.
I'm gonna take
Would
a
you
shot
rather
and say
him or
he's still
Michael
good.
Pittman?
What situation am I
Ridley.
in, you know?
When
For
now?
this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ridley, for sure. I know he's got T. Law. I know he can do it. I like Pittman, and he showed flashes, but we have no idea who the quarterbacks. Oh, that's another team that possibly could chase Lamar. They have nothing
Yeah,
at quarterback.
I heard
It's
they
rough.
might, and that would be crazy. Him and Jonathan Taylor could be pretty nasty together.
Yeah.
I like
I
Calvin
mean,
Ridley.
Lamar doesn't throw the ball anyway, so. Yeah, I love Calvin Ridley. I just
That
am
is
afraid
such a-
that he's getting up there in age, and he hasn't played in a couple years, so it might be kind of rough. But
You
Yeah,
think the
the
whole not
Jaguars
throwing the
are gonna
ball
look
has something
nice.
to do with Greg Roman?
how's that going to affect your boy Christian Kirk, Randolph?
I think he's gonna eat.
Of course you do.
I mean, look at what Trevor Lawrence is gonna keep getting better. He already sustained high end fantasy tight end somehow in Evan Ingram, and it only happened in like 6 fucking weeks. Against tight ends that shitty. Marvin
made Zay
Jones,
Jones
Zay
look good.
Jones was looking good. Like if everyone takes a step down, like Marvin Jones leaves, I don't know like their situation or whatever, but like I could see the same thing happening in Jacksonville, but better.
Zay Jones
You
was a
mean
surprise.
Jacksonville? The same thing
Yeah.
happening in Jacksonville, but better?
Yeah,
That it did last year.
yeah, like the same.
Okay.
Like Trevor Lawrence is gonna spread the ball around, but I think Calvin Ridley's gonna take the alpha spot. Christian Kirk's gonna be a slot receiver like he used to be, and it's gonna look nice. ETN's gonna have a big year. They're gonna be a scary
Dude,
team.
they're probably going to win their division again, honestly, if I'm sitting here really thinking about it. Tennessee, I heard they might trade Henry. That's crazy.
Looks like he's a free agent. His
They
market
kinda-
his calculated market value is $3.4 million.
Could be a
So-
Panther, bro.
He'll be available. I doubt that the Jaguars will bring him back with Ridley, coming back too.
Yeah, I
Zay
think
Jones
Zay
will
Jones will
probably
be
still be
around. Zay Jones will be their third.
And they got Ingram to feed too. And they have who's that one like running back receiver they're always giving the ball to? I can't remember his
Hasty.
name.
Agnew.
Yeah, Jermichael.
Agnew is the one I was thinking of. Hasty's more like the backup to ETN, I feel like. But Agnew, they're always
I hate
giving
that
him the
little
ball.
bitch.
Returns and shit, everything.
As an ETN dynasty manager, fantasy manager, you pretty much have to hate Jamal Agnew.
Oh, your basement, bro. Fucking Agnew again. It was me most of the time.
Samaji P. Ryan. Mike loves him some Samaji.
No, not as much as Cody loves Jamal Williams, dude. That's his favorite player in the history of football.
I was doing
I don't
that
think
thing
so.
all year. I was like, I'm not going to wish ill on any players. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to yell at players because of fantasy. And then on Thanksgiving, I was just in a bad mood, and Jamal Williams punched that 1-yard touchdown in, and I lost it. Kayla was like, because all year I was so good. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm going to get the good karma. And I said some
started
very
him
mean things. I'm sorry, Jamal.
over Swift one time, and he got like 2 points, and I never started Jamal Williams again.
You send.
Hmm?
Mike started Jamal Williams over DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, one
So
time I
fucking
did.
send. Would have been smart all season for me to do, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I had them both on Prestige, man, and I had to start DeAndre Swift.
I think I even said
DeAndre
I'm going to
Swift.
regret it when I did it.
After like
That's
3 times of him scoring 20-plus points on my bench, one would think that I'd be like, I'm going to start this guy, but no. I just benched DeAndre Swift and him because I couldn't bring myself to fucking...
Good thing you got the running backs to do that. JT and ETN he still has too. It's Prestige he's talking about.
That's a good. Oh, I like that.
I know because I know who has DeAndre Swift in every league. Obviously, you know what I mean. Love me some DeAndre Swift. So beyond that, I just have like Derrick Henry possibly getting traded. Apparently, D-Hop, they have a deal art. They know what they want for him, and I guess the Cowboys are the number one landing spot for D-Hop. That could be interesting.
Oh boy.
Adam Thielen being a free agent and possibly going to the Browns. Jalen Ramsey, if you want to talk about that. But yeah, about 5 more minutes, and we'll go into
Yeah, Adam
the good
Thielen's
stuff.
really growing on me.
Until he doesn't go to the Browns.
I mean,
I
if
thought D-Hop was gonna go to Kansas City, bro.
why can't D-Hop come to Cleveland?
He still could. It's just a rumor that I saw with D-Hop and the Cowboys. They want a
would be sick.
good second round pick and a player too.
Oh,
So
that's
it's gonna be a
fine.
lot for D-Hop.
I seen Odell
Honestly.
might go to Kansas City, bro.
I heard Odell wants $20 million a year.
Oh, he's not coming, dude. Fuck him.
If you
Maybe
could trade
an
David
incentive
Bell
laden
for
contract or something.
DeAndre Hopkins, would you?
Straight up.
Just send
I
it.
love,
Fuck it.
I love Watson. and
Having
Hopkins'
Watson,
chemistry.
exactly. Yeah, that's a big factor in why I would do it, honestly.
And then Amari Cooper on the other side. That's a dangerous wide receiver crew, no matter what team it is.
Yeah,
That's
receivers
insane.
are getting old at that point, but I'd still do it.
Send it for a couple years. Fuck it. We got Nick Chubb, who's also going to be getting old after that.
DPJ, baby.
Yeah. We're going to look a lot different in 2 years, I think.
Wasn't DPJ a 6th-round pick?
Yeah.
That's
He just didn't have a
steal for
quarter.
6th-round
Michigan
pick.
didn't have a quarterback in college apparently, so he didn't really get to show off his talent. But he looks good, man. Him and Baker had a nice repertoire.
Yeah, same with Hollywood Higgins.
What happened to him, dude?
I
Is
think
he
he's
out
on the
league?
Panthers still, ain't he?
Not anymore, I don't think.
He was last year. But I mean, they cut Baker, so why would they have Hollywood Higgins still too? It's crazy.
Maybe.
Baker's gonna start probably for the Buccaneers or something.
I kind of hope.
What
he
a
does
roller
well.
coaster!
Yeah, those number one picks always get their chances, and then another chance, and then another chance.
Are
As long
you
as he's
rooting
out
for
of the
Baker,
AFC.
Andy, as a Browns fan?
Not really. It's kind of gay.
Yeah, it'll make me feel bad if he's like really good. Like, oh, there goes the Browns.
Like, I
Fucking
think it would be really
quarterback
fun. It would be great for him to go to the Ravens and get smashed by Myles Garrett, but on the off chance that he like came with some edge and like ran the AFC fucking North, that's a chance I'm not willing to take. Like, it's really, really far fetched. Like a
What's
0
wrong
We're
with
not
zero
getting
one.
Dude, he
Baker
goes to the
Mayfield.
Ravens and runs the North for 5 years, bro.
Dude, I would
Would you kill
die.
yourself, dude?
Yeah, I would.
I would unfriend Mike IRL, dude. I'm like, sorry, Mike, you can't come over anymore, dude.
My
Oh
Baker
man,
jersey.
dude.
We're not
There's
watching
not
the
better
games
and
anymore
better,
on
bro.
Sunday, bro.
It would be really
Unfortunately,
funny
not
if he
watching.
sucked, but like if he was good, man, I couldn't handle it.
Same, it'd be really
I honestly
unfortunate.
don't want Baker there. I'm rooting for him, but in the NFC.
Just throwing 80-yard touchdowns to Rashad Bateman and whatever other rookie receiver they draft. Be
I
like,
won't
dude,
root for him if he goes to Tampa Bay. Fuck Tampa Bay, dude.
yeah.
What happened? Dude, the Browns drafted a 29-year-old rookie. They drafted Johnny Manziel. And they're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to draft Baker Mayfield, too. What is wrong with us, dude? Sucks.
I don't know.
Well,
I was a
back to
Baker
Sean
believer
Watson.
after that first year, man.
You only broke the quarterback market to get him, but you got him.
Randy's leaving, dude. He's out. Talk about Browns quarterbacks. It's that easy to get rid of them, dude.
That's it. That's all
Honestly,
it's
can't
taken.
blame him. I don't blame him, dude. It's hard being a Browns fan. You know?
What we should do is when he sits down, act like we've been listing them all this whole time. Like Brandon Weed.
We do that every year when I used to go to the Browns game a lot. We literally did that. We went around the circle and we talked about we all had to name Browns quarterback since '99 until somebody couldn't remember, and we got deep, dude. Spurgeon win, remember Spurgeon win, dude? I remember Spurgeon.
Kelly
win.
Holcomb, baby.
Kelly Holcomb, Ty Detmer, and dude, I can go on and on.
Trent Dilfer.
All right, it's time to get into the cringe. The cringe. We're gonna talk about some culture shit. So Zac Stacy, he used to be a running back. You guys know who Zac Stacy is, right?
Yeah.
No.
I remember him from
played
the
for the Rams?
Rams.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Hold on. I need to make sure I'm sharing sound. Or do we need sound? I'm going to make sure just in case I'm sharing sound. All right. Let's do this shit. So we're going to watch this 43-second video. I'm not even going to play the sound. Fuck it. This is Zac Stacy, ex-NFL player. A fucking piece of shit, dude.
Oh shit.
There's
That's his
baby
girlfriend.
on the couch, bro.
That's his ex-girlfriend right there.
There's a little baby on the couch. Sweet, bro.
It gets worse. Just wait, man.
Yeah, I've seen this shit, dude.
What a weak man.
What a fucking pussy,
Fuck,
dude.
bro. What the fuck?
He's got to know there's cameras. It's his house. Oh my god, dude.
Jesus.
I didn't see that
Rough,
part.
dude.
What a
Yeah, it was
piece
worse
of
from that angle.
Shit, dude. Holy crap.
I didn't see him throw like a couple
He's been
jabs.
arrested, right?
He's kind of a little bitch, bro. Like not like that. Like he's a bitch for like hitting his girl and whatever, but like
He was convicted of assaulting his ex-girlfriend, obviously.
I
what
hope
the
he
fuck?
gets his ass whipped in fucking prison, bro. Fuck that dude. Fuck
Yeah,
that
dude,
guy.
I just can't stand that shit.
He's going to. He's wearing pink, dude. I will beat the brakes off of that dude. I don't even care. I don't even give a shit,
Oh,
dude. I'll
hold
die
on,
trying.
Roddy. Yeah, I mean, there we go. We'll go
Bro, look
down
at those
trying.
pink shoes, bro. Like, did you
That
see
dude
how
would
he jabbed? He has
fuck us up,
fake
and
ass
there he
muscles.
is
No, he
beating the
wouldn't,
shit out of
bro.
his girlfriend, dude. It's crazy.
Dude, she
Firing
dodged
squad,
both
I
of his
agree, bro.
punches. Yeah.
Wood chipper feet first.
Even if he
Some
beat me,
pedos.
dude, I would try to beat the shit out of him. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, people that like you're supposed to fucking love and protect that woman. Instead, you're beating the shit out of her.
Yeah, I can't even imagine, dude. It makes me fucking sick, honestly.
It makes me mad.
Fucking loser.
Like-
Got no respect for
Oh.
people that beat the shit out of the person that they're supposed to
And you
protect.
can't come
man.
back from that shit, man.
There's only
You
one
can't.
thing worse, and that's like your kids. Like
Yeah.
literally, that's the only thing that could be worse if you're like beating the dog shit out of your kids like that.
If she fought
Fucking
back, she had a
crazy.
chance, bro. Like, he looked like a bitch. He missed 2 jabs, dude. He like barely even threw. He's like 6'4" with fake ass muscles, wearing pink shoes. What a piece of shit.
Fake ass muscles. You keep talking about his
All
shoes like that
steroids.
matters, dude.
Why is he
That
wearing
woman had
pink shoes?
no chance. Get out of here,
Bro,
dude.
if she just like weaved a little bit and
She
threw it,
did
dude.
what she had
He
to
just
do.
dropped him. How funny
She
would that
just
have been,
fucking
though?
bobbed, bro.
He fucking
She
bobbed.
She
him
could
was
have
supposed
missed
to be
that
illegal.
whole part where he threw her directly into the TV hard as fuck, dude.
Rocky's
Yeah,
he's
because he
making a
can't
Rocky
hit,
movie.
dude. Because he hits like a bitch. He had to throw her into the TV. Because
Golly, man. The guy's a
It's
fucking loser.
Crazy.
I don't know, man.
Fuck him, dude.
Yeah, fucking
Agreed.
little bitch.
Speaking
It's
of
not gonna
losers,
redeem
dude.
himself.
Remember Big Perk? I used to love Big Perk when he was on the Cavs, dude.
Yeah.
Do you guys see his asinine fucking take he had on the MVP voting in the NBA?
No.
It's fucking crazy, dude. So basically, Kendrick Perkins said that the people who vote for the MVP of the NBA are all white racists, and that's why the dude from was he from the Mavericks? I can't remember his name. I don't watch the NBA really, but
Doncic
Bas-
or whatever.
he basically
Luka?
said that yeah, Luka, or maybe it's not Luka. It's some Jokic,
Oh, yeah.
the Joker, right?
Denver?
That's his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so basically, he said some really racist shit, saying that he only is winning MVPs because he's white. So this is what Charles Barkley had to say about the whole thing. So, hey man, I'm trying to work on my golf game, and you're already trying to make me talk about this stupid stuff. Barkley said, "Come on, man, that's asinine, silly, and stupid. Listen, Joker's won 2 MVPs, well deserved. Him, Giannis, and Embiid are battling for the 3rd one this year. But the notion that people are voting, I mean, you can probably count on one hand the white guys that have won MVPs." Does he not even know how many white voters are out there, or does he just pull that shit out of his ass? Basically, that's what he said. And if the white voters want to vote only for white guys, why is only a white guy only won it 5 times in the past 30 years? Wouldn't the numbers be way worse? And let me tell you something. I'm glad JJ challenged Perkins, because when I heard this from the first time last week, I said this has to be one of the most stupid things I've ever heard. That's Charles Barkley on Kendrick Perkins. But here, this is the best part. I always talk about ESPN disease, Barkley told Altitude Sports Radio. A lot of guys, when they get on TV and stuff, they're like, well, I'm on ESPN. I got to say something provocative. No, you got to say something woke and retarded is what he means, dude. So that's basically what he's got to say about it. I just want to see what you guys thought about it and if you've seen it.
So my opinion is, like, out of all the organizations that are professional sports, like NBA is like the most woke one I can think of. Why would they have racist voters for the MVP? That's just stupid. I agree with Barkley on this.
Well, yeah. 100%.
Kendrick Perkins is a fucking NPC.
100%.
Yeah, that's one of the most brain damaged things I've ever heard in my whole lifetime.
Race
not
draws
even-
clicks. You know, people like us are now clicking on stories about it and talking about it. People that agree with him are doing it too. It just draws people's attention. You know, advertiser money, just shit like that.
Mhm.
And plus, the
That's
race
what
should
it
never
is.
matter. It's a sport. The best player should win the best award. No matter
Yeah, I think we need some
what.
equity as in the players in the NFL, dude. We need some more white players. Honestly.
Oh God.
It's not fair, dude. I'm obviously kidding. I don't give a shit. But like,
I-
come on, man. You
It's
know?
like if you're good at what you do, you should get hired to do that task. Like it doesn't matter.
100%.
It's so stupid to even think about it or talk about it unless there is like something happening where like all these white guys are getting like all these MVP votes who have like way worse stats than people that aren't white.
Right.
Then it's like, wow, that's kind of fucked up, bro. He's scoring twice as many points and getting twice as many rebounds. But like, the dude is good at basketball. If I still paid any attention to the NBA, he'd be one of my favorite players. He reminds me of like Dirk fucking 2.0. Like when I've seen, I don't know a lot about it. Basketball used to be my favorite sport, and they ruined it, dude. I quit watching the NBA before anything. I can't take the bullshit. LeBron's fucking Chinese. Like I just hate it all. Kendrick Perkins is a douchebag. Like they all just speak out on the stupidest shit.
Yeah, I hate LeBron. But there's two things. First, he tried to say that the Joker dude, he's padding his stats on purpose, not taking shots when he thinks it's going to lower his percentage or just getting rebounds. and
Oh,
trying
he's
to
playing
score points.
smart and efficient.
That's what he tried to say. So that's bullshit. And then, damn, I lost my train of thought on that.
My
I had
bad.
another thing, but no, you're good.
MVP shouldn't play
What does he
efficient.
want
They
him
should
to
probably
do?
take dumb, low percentage shots.
Does
No,
he want him
dude,
to
they
just leave it
should
down
make
half
bad
court like
decisions.
Steph
Yes.
Curry constantly?
I mean,
That
he's
is
like
the
a
way he
stretch
plays.
four, right? I don't even know anything about
Yeah,
this
dude's
player.
a beast. He's really good at passing. Like he's like 7'1" or some shit, I think. I don't know. He's a fucking monster.
Oh, I remember. So basically, he cherry picked the stats too because he tried to be like only 3 players since 1990 or 1989 have won the MVP and not been top 5 in scoring or something. And he's like, guess what the other 2 were? And it was like Dirk and another white dude. He's like, only white guys win when they don't lead the league in scoring. And it's like, yeah, but the 2 years before that, or 2 of the 3 years before that, Magic Johnson did the same thing, and he won MVPs 2 times, and he didn't lead the league, or it wasn't in the top 5 in scoring too. So it's like you just cherry pick the years exactly where you want, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just stupid, man.
Why aren't the Asians winning?
Yeah, dude. Why didn't Jeremy Lin and Yao Ming win more MVPs? This is some bullshit, dude. Linsanity, dude.
That was
Just crazy.
such a
Yeah.
crazy time on ESPN during
And I love
Linsanity.
the sport of basketball.
It was fun playing it. And
But it
watching it, when
was-
LeBron was
yeah.
on the Cavs. That was fun. I'm not going to lie. Even though LeBron's a fucking douchebag, but
It was competitive before though, man. They're all just like friends, and it's all just fake as shit.
LeBron
Like no one
and
gives a
NBA.
shit.
That and
They just make these
people,
super
like,
teams, and like they're all buddies, and they're playing their buddies, and everyone just is cool with each other, and it's like sure that's
players
cool
on
or
the
whatever,
league.
but you don't really see the competition. To watch basketball from like the 80s and the 90s and shit, that shit was fucking.
The
Because
Pistons in the
everybody had
90s,
one
dude.
good player, you know? Back in the 90s, everybody had one superstar.
It was a
on the team,
team,
usually.
bro, mostly. Like it was just a lot of good defensive teams that like it's like a brawl.
And now KD can wake up, ruin the Super Bowl press by saying he's going to Phoenix, and it's just crazy to me that the players have
Who
that much fucking
cares?
power.
I don't know anything about any NBA
I
names. I
haven't
don't
even heard.
follow that shit. I don't even know he's on Phoenix. Didn't Kyrie go somewhere? Oh, he went to the Mavericks, I think.
I don't remember where he went.
I did see that. I do follow Kyrie. He's my boy, dude. Ever since he told them to fuck off with the jab.
I heard he was gonna go play with LeBron,
Mhm.
and I rolled my eyes, and that's like. the
Oh,
only
he did
thing
hit the
I-
biggest shot in Cavs history, too. Shout out, Kyrie.
Yeah.
That 3-pointer was fucking sick, dude.
I still remember that shit, bro. I'll never forget that shit.
All right, I got a few more, you guys. We have the compensatory. I can't say the word, but the fucking draft picks the 49ers got. And we have the Kaepernick, his adoptive parents, BS. What you guys want to do next?
Whatever you guys
Yeah,
want to do.
either. We can do the picks.
Anything's cool with me.
All right, the pick's cool. All right, so I have this first. This is an article from November 11th, 2020. NFL approves plan to reward teams with draft picks for developing minority coaches and GMs. So the TLDR is the NFL is going to be giving teams picks based upon how many black or minority coaches and GMs that they create from their organization. So you have like an assistant GM, and he is, I don't know, Mexican or something, and he gets signed to be the GM of another team. You get like a 3rd round pick for that. Like, Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I didn't know that was, and I saw that thing on Twitter. I sent you guys, and I was like, I have to look into this. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is this? Because I saw that it was like how many picks the 49ers got for basically being like
7.
good little woke motherfuckers or whatever.
What if the coach or GM or whatever is white? Do they get anything for that?
No.
Then it's racist.
Minorities. No, dude, it's not. They're trying to bring minorities in here, dude. So, yeah, the San Francisco 49ers have been front runners in developing minority leaders in the NFL. On Thursday, the team received 7 picks, including 3 third-rounders for losing minority coaches and executives to head coach and general manager jobs, per NFL's Tom Pelissero. 5 other teams have been awarded a total of 10 picks. Pretty fucking crazy, man.
That's
Wild.
insane. Because
That's
they're not
wild.
doing it because the people are good at their jobs. It goes back to that shit. It's like, why are you getting extra shit? Like, if at a regular job, right? If they're like, oh, if you hire this person, you'll get an extra 20%, whatever the fuck, on your paycheck.
Third-round picks are fucking legit, too. They got a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
third-round picks.
crazy, dude. 3 third-round
Running
picks or some
backs.
shit I think I've seen.
Running backs in the 3rd round are usually really good.
Well, they got third-round picks for the Commanders general manager, the Jets head coach, and the Dolphins head coach.
Where
Wait
do
a
these
minute.
picks come
Mike
from?
McDaniel's a white dude. I'm so confused.
If it's white, it's
question.
fine. If it's like a
Where do
farm
those
league,
It's
it's
not,
not
though.
just minority fucking.
Mike McDaniel must be some kind of minority.
It has to
Because
be
this is all
everything.
about NFL diverse rewards policy enacted in 2020. Clubs that develop a diverse employee. He's probably like Native American or something.
He's a black Israelite.
Mike McDaniel?
Jesus Christ. I like Mike
I'm
McDaniel.
finding out right now, dude.
I'm not saying like if it's white, it's fine because of it being white. But if it's a thing for everybody, like if everything's the same, then it's
They're
cool.
trying to say Mike McDaniel's black?
Are we thinking of different Mike McDaniels?
He's biracial.
So
This shit shouldn't matter. I shouldn't be looking up Mike McDaniel's race on fucking Google. This is so stupid that this is even a thing, man. Like, holy
like
shit.
people shouldn't be discriminated against, and like they should have the same opportunity. But like if you're better at the job, like it's encouraging people to hire shittier people.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe not
Better job.
shittier, but like, yeah. You're
Like,
not.
why wouldn't that person have the chance in the first place if like they were good at the job? Like it doesn't matter. Like if they're trying to win shit. They don't give a fuck. Like if this person is of whatever ethnicity and they're really good at the job anyways, like they should already be up there. Like you shouldn't have to force people to. Because then what? Like what if Bill Belichick never gets a chance just because like he's white? What if the next, you know what I mean? It's like you're giving up all these jobs now like by force because these teams aren't going to refuse the 3rd-round picks. They're like, okay,
It
whatever.
should be
we don't give a fuck.
merit based. Well, the thing is, you do have to like develop a player, and then they have to go to another team and get like a raise. So there is that, but I still think it's bullshit, obviously. But
It's not like these
Should-
coaches, like black coaches, aren't winning Super Bowls. Tony Dungy, Mike Tomlin, like
Jim Caldwell.
happens. Yeah.
So if I'm the 49ers, I'm gonna make a deal with another team and be like, yo, let's farm fucking picks, bro. And like you'll fucking train this guy and we'll swap him and then like we'll get all these 3rd-round picks and we'll do it again in a couple of years. Get a
Wouldn't be
fucking
that surprised, would you?
Asian woman coach, we'll just swap them. We'll never really use them, but we'll get all these fucking picks.
Basically, just paying somebody's salary to get picks on your team.
To be Asian. Just paying someone to be Asian, dude. You don't even have to know anything about football. You're worth 3 3rd-round picks.
Where do
Welcome
you
to the
think those
team.
3rd-round picks come from? Just like the end. Of the
They're
3rd round?
stripped from
Yeah.
the other teams.
No, they just give you picks at the end of the 3rd round.
That's crazy.
They do, yeah.
No.
I mean, they should know Mike McDaniel's white passing, so they should only get like a 5th-round pick for him, dude. Honestly.
That's just crazy to me.
So fucking lame, dude. So they made their time until they get I'm trying to go.
Transmission coaches,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude. You guys can get 1st-round picks if you hire them.
Yeah, dude. Perfect.
And
I mean,
you
we have
get
women
the sex
referees,
change.
women coaches. I mean, we're already in there, dude.
That's
now the
egregious.
next
That's
one.
another. That's another.
Egregious. Having women, that's just egregious, dude. Get them out of here.
It's a fucking football game, not a well balanced meal. Like.
So you guys see this awesome story about Colin Kaepernick? He calls his white adoptive parents racist because they told him as a teen that cornrows looked unprofessional and that he looked like a, quote, little thug.
Colin Kaepernick's a bitch.
Agreed.
He called
he
better or worse than
Indians
LeBron, though?
slave owners when
Worse.
they tried to give him a shot.
He's worse than LeBron. LeBron's never spoke out about his family or his parents. That's just low. This dude's a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit for real.
Ray
Well,
Lewis
like-
went to
I hate
bat for this
LeBron.
guy.
Yeah, he was in a meeting with Ray Lewis and the owner of the Ravens, and his girlfriend was in the car tweeting about how Ray Lewis was the slave and the owner of the Ravens was he was the overseer and the owner of the Ravens was the owner, and Kaepernick's gonna be the slave. It's like, shut the fuck up,
Dude,
dude.
political, like, race and shit aside, Colin Kaepernick couldn't fucking tie Ray Lewis's shoes. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, Mike. Let's not
Like,
make this a fucking suck.
How
Ray
much
Lewis
worse
shit
off would
segment.
fucking Colin Kaepernick be without his adopted parents? They obviously set him up for a pretty good fucking path. He like got a good education. And he made the NFL. Like, but they're racist because
Well, he had to
they
experience
wanna get
very
good.
problematic things.
Because you can't have cornrows when you were 12. You fucking retard. Like,
That's problematic, dude.
look how
That's crazy.
unprofessional he looks. They were right, Colin.
He doesn't have corn. Oh yeah, there it is. Unprofessional.
That was dumbass shit off your head.
Let's see what he had to say. I know my parents love me, but there was still very problematic things that I went through, he said. Kaepernick's parents have not publicly responded, nor have they commented on his anti-racism crusade. In a gushing ESPN article before he launched his movement against the NFL, Kaepernick's parents told of their joy at bringing him home. His father, who was a business executive at a cheese company for much of his career, said, "It all went really smoothly. I know it's not usually that smooth with adoptions, but it was." Okay, what did he say about him? The only difference is his skin is a little bit browner. Okay, we don't care, dude. What did he
Looks
have to
like
say
he's
about his parents?
choking him. Wait a minute. Go back up there. Is he choking him because he's black?
Oh my god.
Oh no, he's just being his
It's a
dad.
George Floyd moment, guys.
That should
Let's
piss me
see.
off, dude. That actually makes me mad.
We don't care what his parents had to say. We want to know what he had to say, dude. Man, they really buried the lead on this one, boys. Oh my god, they didn't even tell us? Are you fucking kidding me?
It looks like she was stabbing him in that picture.
Yeah, there's actually a knife in her other hand. She's stabbing him in the back in this picture.
She looks
if you didn't
super
know.
uncomfortable, almost like he's holding her hostage.
And look at his strength.
Look how
is small
racist
while
she
being
is that she's
stabbed.
holding her adopted black son. She's obviously such a racist, dude.
I hate to see it.
So I don't
Just
know.
an attention whore, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
For him, it's been over forever. Like, why is he still getting press?
That's how he makes money.
Remember when he had the workout? And
So that's all it was over the
somewhere
cornrow?
else?
Yeah. That's too
That's all
much
it
to
was?
handle.
I thought there would be more. Like, honestly, I really did think there'd be more. It's like crazy fucking.
But remember when we were young, those people from our town that kept those kids in fucking cages and shit? Now
Yep.
that is fucking racist as fuck. That's fucked
Mhm.
up. But there's like this dude gets raised, he gets loved, and fucking he wants to talk shit about the people that brought him in. That pisses me off so bad. When like these other people are actually going through problems, he's like, "Oh, they said I can't have cornrows." Like, dude, aren't you like 30-something years old, my guy? Like, what the fuck? Doesn't
Could've been
matter.
raised
Like,
in
why is that
foster
even a
care.
thing that we're talking about? Like, why does I don't know? Just him bringing up his cornrows from his childhood is so stupid.
Agreed, man.
Just to make
100%.
it about race, like.
The problem is
that
there's
tired
too
of
much
the
money.
race narrative.
There's money in it, though, you know? That's what it is. You can farm clicks and outrage and attention by just claiming racism or whatever
This dude
bullshit.
has a
And sure,
contract
there's
with
very,
Nike.
very few people that are racist, but there's also very, very few people that are like fucking animals and like doing weird, fucking fucked up shit. It doesn't mean that like there are racist people out there, but
There's
like
definitely
everyone,
racist people. Yeah.
there's people doing like weird shit, and there's people like, but it's not like everyone's doing it.
Old-
It's like such a
old
tiny,
white
tiny percentage, and that's dying off. But they're trying to keep it alive, and they can't because our generation and generations under us see through it. It's like if I'm out in public and any colored anybody walks through, like I don't care. It's
Well,
like
Pretty much.
I'll be the same polite to them as anything. I don't even think about it. I don't even fucking. I don't know, man. It's
No,
just crazy.
100%.
It's not. It doesn't even exist. Like it does on a like really really small level, but it doesn't really exist.
Yeah, everyone that I see around doesn't. I don't walk into too many people that are like openly like racist.
Yeah,
And, you know,
Yeah, same.
most people just
like people
yeah,
joke
those
about
guys
shit
suck.
and stuff.
Yeah,
But
most
like
of the time, that's all I ever hear is jokes.
people suck in general. It doesn't matter what your fucking ethnicity is. Like,
Agreed.
Somebody just started honking their horn at my house. What the fuck, dude?
I was wondering
Some-
who that was.
so I'm probably just putting the amateurs on the road. The world's over, dude.
Dude, my dog's in the backyard that never leave the backyard.
I was like, well, you probably shouldn't let it lick the fucking green stuff.
You dumb bitch.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Wait a second, that's not Gatorade.
Crazy. Well, I ran out of shit to talk about. We're only at an hour and 20, you guys. I fucked up. Needed
Oh,
more.
there's so much stuff to talk about.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Oh man.
So much, dude.
Oh, never change, Randy.
I almost had a couple little videos like ready to show you guys, but they were really weird and I didn't know. I kind of figured we'd run out of time.
What are they? Do it, dude. I'm interested. I'm trying to find this meme of Mike that I made, but I can't find it now. Damn.
I'm
Silly what I'm doing right now.
I'm on pins and needles, bro. I can't wait to see it.
I can't find it. I don't know if I saved it. It might be somewhere. What videos are they, Randy?
Just like conspiracy bullshit, but I don't.
Ooh. Like what?
Like Infinity.
Dude, trying to think about Infinity hurts my brain. I hate it.
I know, dude. It's crazy. I watched this whole video and I tried to wrap my mind around it. But
It makes me really think of how small we actually are in like the grand scheme of things. You think about like the never endingness of Infinity.
Yeah. I think like I don't know. I think the technology and the internet are all bad, like terrible things. Like sure they're good for a purpose, but I think like it's all just gonna be bad. I think like we're supposed to be more connected with like each other and like the earth, and I think as people we like kind of lost it. Like not many people even sit around and have a conversation like we're having right now. Like it's just all watching people talk or listening or just texting. Dude, everyone just sends messages to each other. Like you don't have any human interaction, and that's why people get the shit beat out of them in real life because you're just used to talking shit on the internet, and they fucking like there's no real human interaction. Like the Native Americans and shit used to like collect herbs and like make their own medicines and like what does the government do? It makes all these things illegal. Like all these cactuses are illegal. Like marijuana is illegal. Now they're coming around on it because they realize how much money they can fucking make off of it.
That's true.
But it's just
the only
like,
reason they're coming around on it. The only reason.
Like people want to get all caught up in the dumbass shit, man.
But there's also money in locking people up for drugs too, you know?
Yeah.
Prison industrial complex, like all that shit.
Well, now they're turning it into like locking up insurrectionists and people that don't believe what they believe.
Quote unquote insurrectionists.
There's people that are literally serving life sentences for only marijuana related charges right now. And then in the same states, it's illegal. So like outside of these prisons are these fucking dispensaries like filled with weed where the public can come in and get their fucking shit.
Now.
And this dude's literally sitting there locked up like for his whole entire life just gone because he did what they're doing now right next to him.
It's
pretty
crazy.
fucking crazy. Yeah.
We should free them all for low level drug offenses. You should be probably free.
I think any non-violent drug offender should be free.
I agree with that
crazy.
as well. Libertarian for sure.
If you commit a crime that doesn't hurt anybody else, it's not really a fucking crime. Like, and I don't mean like hurting anyone else. If you're taking their stuff, that's like hurting them. You know what I mean? Like if you're, like, I don't know, man.
No victim, no crime is what you're going with.
Yeah.
What you're getting to? Yeah, I agree, 100%.
I have the opinion, like even if heroin should be legal, and if you're dumb enough to do fucking heroin, you're dumb enough to fucking die. Like that.
Yeah, in some countries, everything's legal like that, and the usage rate
does
isn't
not
very
work.
high.
Yeah, prohibition doesn't work. That's for sure, 100%.
When you take something away from people, they want it more.
Yeah, drugs won the war on drugs, dude.
For people always want to do what they can't do. So if you're like, oh, this shit's illegal, and they're like, oh man, let's do this. But if it's illegal, they're just like, oh, whatever. Like,
it's kind of like a human
100%.
instinct too, isn't it? When somebody tells you not to do something, like something in your mind's like you should do it.
Maybe.
Small
I
part.
don't know, man.
A small
I want to eat a
part.
bunch of mushrooms or do some peyote or fucking.
I feel like if heroin was illegal, like we still probably wouldn't have too many people just shooting up
It'd be the same thing, except for we wouldn't be wasting our money trying to solve the problem, making it worse.
We'd also hope
We're gonna be
there was
throwing people in
traffic.
prison for doing it. It's crazy. Definitely fucking crazy. I want to do some Hulu and psychedelics too, man. That'd be sick.
Like, I want to, like,
Should Sidney Gottlieb it, dude, and do LSD.
see, that's where I'm like, man, like, I've never done acid. I've never done anything, but like, I'm more feel
You've done
comfortable.
shrooms?
Yeah, I've done shrooms, but that feels natural to me.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
I'm a little bit
mushroom.
worried to do fucking acid or whatever.
Depends where you get it from, probably.
But I would eat fucking peyote. I would do some crazy like Indian fucking whatever the fuck cactus. I would just eat that shit and not even give a fuck because
Let's do it, boys. We're all gonna get peyote together. What do you guys think?
we should go on like a spiritual fucking.
Oh boy.
Drive through the desert.
Peyote sounds insane, dude.
Because I hate what's going on around me,
If we're
dude.
going through the desert, dude, I'm trying to ride on a camel, bro.
We'll get a camel, bro. We'll get.
Dude, if you're high on peyote, you won't even need a camel. You'll just think you're on a camel. It'll be so fucking sick.
I'll be your camel, dude.
If you're riding around on the floor. This camel is so sick. It's like
This camel's only got one hump. I don't know, man. I just like see all this shit that's like blown out of proportion everywhere. I'm just tired of it. Just want
Where's
to
that
go out
bank?
into
That
nature.
fucking bank in California that's collapsing, and nobody knows what's even going on with all that. Just everything's pretty much going to shit. January 6th is getting
shit like that.
yeah, Silicon Valley Bank. They're going bankrupt, and a bunch of people are going to lose their money. The government's probably going to bail them out like they did in 08. Then there's that shit with January 6th coming out that it was all just a fucking bullshit Fedsurrection, like everybody's been saying for how many
Like
years?
literally every event has been. I bet.
Yeah.
Dude, we haven't been attacked in so fucking
since
long.
JFK, or before even, honestly, 100%.
No outside forces that weren't provoked
Vietnam
by
was
us.
100% a fix, and so was 9/11.
Well, yeah, the Gulf of Tonkin, they lied us into Vietnam. They provoked Japan into getting us into with Pearl Harbor into World War II. Woodrow Wilson, dude, he fucking tried to say if Germany attacked British boats carrying weapons with American citizens on the boats, that was an act of war against the U.S., and that's how we got into World War One. Literally, we've lied and bullshitted our way into every fucking war we could, dude. It's all fucking bullshit. It's all like money fucking laundering, power grab bullshit. Everything.
He was seriously the guy at the bar that's like, if he even looks at me, I'm going over there.
Yeah, I hate Woodrow Wilson. He's literally the worst. The worst, dude. He's the reason we have the Federal Reserve, the CIA, the FBI, income tax the way that it is today, like all that shit. Thank you, Woodrow Wilson, for all that fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
100%.
I agree.
Fuck you, Woodrow Wilson. I hope you rot in fucking hell. Anyways.
So you want to go get lunch with Woodrow Wilson, bro?
Well, thank God he's dead, so I don't have to worry about that, Dad.
Hope you rot in hell.
I'll see you down there, motherfucker.
You're not his biggest fan, I take it.
He's the worst president in American history, and I don't say that lightly because there's been a lot of bad presidents in American history, dude. And lately, everyone has pretty much been garbage. They're making Donald Trump look like the greatest president of my lifetime, and that is rough.
That's something.
That's something. Captain Warp Speed's the best president of my lifetime. Whew. And it's not because he's great, let me tell you.
It's so funny, but it makes it so bad, dude. Like,
it is funny if you look at it from a certain perspective, you know. Like,
it's like, what the fuck are we even doing, bro? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, we're so fucked, bro.
After Bush, Obama.
They can't be really sneaky anymore, though, man, because everyone has cell phones, and people can just be like, "Oh, look what I see." There was
9/11 was the last time they could really get one off on us,
yeah.
dude. Because there wasn't a lot of cell phones. I don't think there's really any.
Yeah, I forget what I was watching, man. But there was this dude when Osama bin Laden was being attacked, tweeting about it. He's like, "Oh, there's all these crazy fucking helicopters coming in, and there's all these fucking." Like, it was literally the attack of like us going killing or whatever the fuck with Osama bin Laden. Like, this dude just tweeting about it, like this fucking Afghani or whatever, Iraqi, I don't fucking remember, dude. Whatever they fucking told me.
Dude, think about like Oklahoma City if there was cell phone cameras back then.
Yeah.
They couldn't just hide the one fucking security footage tape they have and no one can get it because the FBI has under lock and key. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we have like 100 people with cell phone videos. You know what I mean?
It just happened to be turned off. or like
Not
they
to
can't get the
mention
footage
when
from
Oh,
the
they're
only camera.
They
Like,
have the footage. They're just not. And then the dude, Kenny Trinidad, who his brother got killed, but it's a long story. But anyways, Kenny Trinidad, he did a FOIA request with the FBI, and the FBI literally sent him the footage. And right at fucking the 9 o'clock in the morning when the bombing started, it malfunctions for like 3 minutes until it's just literally all destroyed.
no, what a
It's like,
coincidence, bro.
It's like the
must be a
government had
coincidence it
EMPs or
malfunctioned
something.
right when it happened, dude. No, they just have the video and they cut it out 100%.
When the plane went into the Pentagon, they for some reason don't have the full footage on that. That's very fascinating to me.
Dude, their passports survived the plane wreckage. The building
Black
fell at
boxes
free
can't be
fall
destroyed.
speed. Let's be honest, dude. Like,
Black boxes can't be destroyed, and they can't find one of them. That's insane.
Like, I don't know, man. Technology is sweet and it can be good, but it's like its own being, bro. It's like evil for real.
well, it's helping us fight the government for sure. Like in the ways we're talking now. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
couldn't do another OKC bombing right now. It wouldn't be
Mhm.
possible, dude. You couldn't do the fucking shit they covered up like they used to. Look at how January 6th, like all these other like big Fed involved shits, they take like years and years and years, you know, like 20, 30 years before we actually know the scope of them. January 6th has been like 3 years and it's already coming unraveled, dude. Like,
Yeah.
they can't hide that shit.
Like,
There's
what
been-
else did they fucking change? in history?
Exactly. Now you go back through history and it's like, dude, everything, literally
And all that they
everything.
have to do, people are getting dumber and dumber. They really are, man. All you have to do is show them a video or something. You can literally make it up. Like, we can make movies and shit, bro. You don't think that you can
Deep
stage
fake,
something?
dude.
I know, it's crazy. And people just
AI and
watch it
deep
and they would just eat it up. And it's like, the power of the technology is what I mean. Is so crazy. They can, like, it's helping us fight it, but I think we're better without it because they use it so much to their advantage. They track everybody. They fucking
like COINTELPRO. They like form like
the way they use
raving
media.
fans of bots to like attack people online and make people think like something's a big deal when it's not. You know what I mean? That's just crazy how much shit they can do.
They're just
I know that's
inciting
only
people.
getting
They're
crazier.
inciting anger and racism and violence, and then they're like, "Oh, these people are fucking racist and angry and violent. Let's arrest them." It's like what?
And
Like
AI is
there was
only
these
getting more
racist
smart.
fucking bots on the football streams I was watching this past year. Like they were typing so fast, and it wasn't really making that much sense. But it was these bots just talking shit to each other, calling each other all these racial slurs and shit. And then like one or two real people, you could tell like when the real people are typing because their shit's not all like punctuated right and like all fucking coming across fast. So just like make these couple like sentences at a time, you know, and it actually is getting the people to argue with each other.
Well, like if you go online and you see somebody saying like crazy ass shit and you see like the illusion that people agree with it, you know, like people are like agreeing or liking it or whatever, and it's all just a bunch of fucking bots.
Yeah.
You're now like, if you're small minded, you're like, oh man, people agree with this, so I'm going to too. That's literally how dumb people are. Like
Totally.
80% of the population will just go with whatever the current cool thing is.
Yeah, whatever
And I
the
feel like
group is doing.
there's like 10% of people on the right and 10% of the people left that can think for themselves, and that's it. A lot of people will just vote blue or red literally no matter what. They don't care, don't tell them, don't ask them, nothing, dude. Like,
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's only
voting for blue 'cause
30%.
that's what I do. You know what I mean?
I
I
think
vote blue.
50% don't give a fuck at all, which
Yeah.
is a huge problem.
People don't even vote, or like they'll vote like their girlfriend or their mom will be like, just fucking fill it out, vote for Joe Biden, and they're just like, fuck it. Especially now, they just mail it to your house. You have to leave your fucking house, dude. You can just fill it out right there and you're done. At least before, you had to actually go somewhere to vote.
You
It
don't
gave
even have
a
to be
little bit of a
alive.
barrier, you know. You have to care a little bit to actually to go there and do it. You know what I mean?
You can vote
Now
from
it's
the
like, I'm
grave
just gonna sit
nowadays.
here and vote, dude. Fuck it.
How many
My
dead
mom
people
would
voted?
fill it out for me. So many.
Yeah.
I mean, they will admit that though. They vote in
Yeah.
every fucking election. A bunch of dead people will get votes for them. There's at least some voter fraud in every single election. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, that's it. How much there was in the last one? You know. Let's be honest. Is Joe Biden got the most votes in the history of America? You think?
No.
Even with
No.
mail-in voting, and yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
He sat in his basement.
I've been lied to and lied to and lied to. And what fits their narrative better? Having fucking bumbling Joe up there or having Donald Trump like calling them all fucking retarded for 4 more years?
mean, the problem with Donald Trump is he was just captured by the deep state, in my opinion. Bringing John Bolton on and all those horrible advisors and doing all the shit he did. Fucking Operation Warp Speed. We're going to keep troops in Syria because of the oil, and it's great. We're going to have this giant weapons deal with Saudi Arabia because it's going to be so great for us. It's like, all that shit is not great. I'm going to ban hate speech against Israel, dude. Shut up, Captain.
You almost
Morgan.
need your whole team, like a whole team of people that you trust, because There's too many snakes out there, man. Too many people trying to lead people astray.
True.
All that being said, there's a chance I'd vote for Donald Trump again because he's the only president that has a chance to win that says he's going to end the war in Ukraine with Russia. And I'm really not trying to go into World War III, you know? So, like, I want to vote for Dave Smith, but at the same time, it's like, is it too important? Like, honestly. Like, you think if the Democrats win another 4 years, we're not going to be in World War III? Like, honestly.
No, I
If
feel
we're
like
not-
inching closer to it literally every day.
And if we're not, there's
Maybe
gonna be
if we
something
make
like
it to 2024. Sorry.
there's gonna be a new pandemic if we're not in a war.
Oh, that's probably what they're going to roll out, a new pandemic during the election. They got to have a way to have mail-in voting and easy way to fucking sway the results. I'll just put it that way.
I think they're getting more desperate though, so I'm more nervous. I think that the first one or this past one was planned, basically. So I think they're getting more desperate, and this next one might be a lot worse.
Jeff was saying some shit like he thinks that they're gonna have it's gonna be aliens. It's gonna be the next big scare that they have, but it's all
They
gonna
have been
be,
pushing it.
They're already working on that.
They said it's gonna be holograms and shit is what they're gonna do to like
I don't know about
enforce
that.
it.
They're going to try to find a way to bring us all together under a one world government, dude. Because the more that they consolidate the government, the more the money goes to the top and the less people control more wealth. That's what they want.
We're gonna turn into the Federation from Rick and Morty.
We already are, dude.
If
Our
we are
government isn't
attacked,
run by elected officials, dude.
Yeah.
It's run by fucking the FBI and the CIA. Sorry, go ahead, Randy.
if we're attacked by like any weird beings, I think we created them. It's too much of a coincidence for right now something to happen. Like when
I'm not going to
they're
rule it
pushing all these UFOs and shit. But it's just so fucking weird, man. But I think that we're already cloning people. So what's keeping us from like splicing DNA and like making a fucking like weird person animal fucking thing?
I think we're doing that already.
That's what I mean. Like there's probably shit behind the scenes that's like, yeah,
All
we've
of
been
our
cloning
DNA
shit for
done.
what 30 plus years.
Could you imagine if everybody's been making?
I'm
fun
sure
of
they
Mothman
kept like
and
learning how to
Zero
do shit with. That's like a huge deal. That's like creating. That's almost like testing God or the gods if they're real. You know what I mean? Like if you're creating fucking life and you're like making replicas and cloning people, that's some scary shit.
100%.
In the Bible, they say like at the end times you're gonna see creatures you've never seen before and animals with like the body of like the shit and like the head of a lion and then like we're talking about cloning shit. I'm like, man, we're getting dangerously close. And they're talking about like some mark or whatever, and now they're like, oh, just take this chip in your head. And they're pushing that hard. That's like within the next 15 years, dude. Like easy, I bet.
When we're old, all the kids are going to have chips in their brain.
Yeah, I think when they're born, they're gonna do it.
Yep, eventually. Isn't
I
that
think they already
fucking
do
crazy?
I think they already do that with. They do it with dogs, so there's no way they're not doing that with kids already.
No, I don't think. If they are, that would be fucking crazy.
They
I
really
don't
could
think
be.
they are. I mean,
I don't
I
know
wouldn't
if
put
they
it
do
past
that,
him, but
I don't think so, dude.
The technology's
not
there.
yet.
Not yet. When we had Olivia, she didn't leave the room with us a single time. You know, they
True.
literally had no chance to
She
do
didn't.
Right.
Yeah, she didn't leave once.
it. Not one.
I wouldn't
single
let my
time.
baby leave the room.
Well, with Savannah, we had to because she had jaundice, so she had to sleep underneath these lights.
Nah,
We
I
had
would.
to.
I
We
would
didn't
like.
have a choice.
Was there a window?
What?
Like,
Yeah, there was
could
a
you see her?
window.
Yeah, I don't trust people, bro.
Randy to be outside the hospital looking through the
I
window.
just stand there, looking through the window, making sure
Got
they
a
didn't
lawn
touch my
chair.
baby, dude. That's how much I
Sure.
don't trust people. Any
Sure,
like
get a
government
twisted
facility,
tea.
bro. They give people the wrong babies.
Yeah,
That
I've
is
actually heard
true.
that before. That's a mistake, though. But yeah, that is fucked
I
up.
don't want someone's retarded as kid, dude. Like, what if I got like Larry Bird coming, and you're gonna give me some like fucking ginger kid? That's what
Larry
happened to.
Bird.
That's
Oh,
what happened to
God,
fucking
Randy.
Cole, bro.
Ugh,
He's
I
like,
Come
hate
on
you.
now. What if I got some Larry Bird looking
yo,
baby, bro?
if this bitch is like 6'4", I got some skills, bro.
The only thing
Randy
your
gets his
baby's
kid, he
got
looks
is
down,
the
he's like,
chance
"Why
of
is it
having the
Asian?"
biggest head alive, dude. Ever.
Yeah, well, no.
The biggest head is
Oh
a
yeah,
baby.
that's the whole problem, man. Like once
How's a
once
baby
someone
gonna
has
hold the
my
head up?
kid,
He's
like
gonna
how
get
am I
like
gonna
this,
go
and he's
back in
gonna
there, dude? My penis is gonna like be so tiny comparatively. Like once,
C-section, homie.
bro, my head has not grown since I was literally out of
True.
fucking.
Like 5th grade. Seriously.
I would sit
Poor
there and I would
mother,
like
dude.
fall over as a fucking baby.
Your poor mother.
Randy's head was so big, and his body was so small, and then his body grew a little bit, but then he just stopped growing in like 6th grade.
That was 8.8. Like that's fucking crazy. That was fucking huge.
My mom's had to walk with a cane for 31 years.
Eric slid right out of that bitch.
She didn't even know she was pregnant.
That's crazy.
God damn it.
I hate you.
You're horrible. You're a horrible human being.
You're a horrible son, dude.
I'm paving the way for the future.
That was a good one.
Golly.
Paving the way, dude. But in the vein you were talking before, Randy, you were saying like who knows what they can do now. I think of that shit too, because like if they say they quit doing like mind control, MK Ultra
I'm
in
sure, bro.
1960, you think they quit? Why is Jolly West seen with like Timothy McVeigh in like the 90s? You know what I mean? Like that shit's crazy to think what they might actually be able to do with like what's it called where they
Hypnotized.
yeah with hypnotism and drugs, what they can do. That shit is scary to think about, man.
Yeah,
Scary.
it really is, man.
You know they were doing crazy ass experiments on people post World War II, like crazy
yeah,
in
they
Japan
still
and Germany
are, bro.
after the war. Yeah, but that shit is like on the record. We know
Mhm.
100% they were doing it. And if you know they were doing that in the 50s, what do you think they were doing 3 years ago to people, dude?
Yeah.
MK Ultra,
That's
bro.
scary to think about. Well, MK Ultra they say ended in 1960, and Sidney Gottlieb said that they couldn't figure anything out. It was a total waste of taxpayer dollars. Yeah, if you fucking believe that, I got a bridge to sell you, buddy. Like there ain't no way that they
MK
stopped
Ultra
doing it.
is how they invented Stranger Things.
And who knows what the military does when we go into other countries and we capture people? I'm sure. They
Yeah,
like
POWs.
reincarnated Hitler inside of fucking Kanye, dude. Who knows what they can do?
They broke Kanye's brain. He's just a fucking Nazi somehow, dude. I like Hitler. Like, Jesus, Kanye, please.
They neurolinked him, bro.
They probably did. Elon fucking remote neurolinked his ass, dude. Dart to the head.
That's just scary, man.
Fucking
Like people want to like think about the good it can do, but like I instantly go to like what's the worst thing someone can do with this information or this item, and like, because they will,
Oh yeah.
they always
100%.
do.
They always do.
They always fucking do, bro.
He's not wrong. They really always do.
They're like, oh, you won't be paralyzed and you'll live forever and all this. Is like, yeah,
Right.
but you can actually like probably
Think about
send
what they can
messages
do.
to my
Randy.
brain and be like, go fucking beat your head into the wall for
People
14
whose
hours straight.
legs
Like,
don't work are gonna work now. Aren't you happy, dude?
if
We're
they
gonna
can make
fix
someone's
people's
legs work,
spines. We're
that
gonna
can
stop
work, yeah.
dementia, dude. We're gonna do all these great things. Like
That
yeah,
means
but
they
what
can
will you do?
literally take control of me. If they can
Yeah.
make my broken legs work and make my brain something that it's not already, like naturally right now, they can take control of me and make me fucking go and do whatever. It'll be like the best army ever.
Bill Gates is working on birth control. He can remote control. That's legit too. That's crazy.
Do you
He
guys see
wants
those
to put
helmets?
something inside of women and he can turn off and on their fertility. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bill
that's
Gates is fucking
insane,
crazy.
bro. Fuck Bill Gates.
That's like
Agreed.
a horror movie fucking synopsis. That's crazy.
Yep. What were you saying, Randy? Sorry.
I forgot.
Sorry. I just
No,
wanted
you're
to say
good.
that. It was in my
There's something
mind.
weird.
from what you
Oh,
were
I
saying.
remember.
Oh,
Those helmets,
army, right?
bro.
A soldier. Oh,
The Chinese allegedly have these helmets that fucking detonate.
it's like blow your soldiers' heads off.
Yeah. Like if they get
If
taken,
they get caught.
they're supposed to do the respectable thing and just build themselves up. But also their like commanding officers or generals have control of the detonators. So it's
Sweet.
like either you're going up in there, bitch, or I'm gonna fucking blow your head up. So they're gonna like, I don't know, that's pretty crazy.
Squid Game, bro.
The NFL was, or the NFL, wow. The CIA, same thing, right? They were doing the same thing with Sidney Gottlieb. Like they had these things, basically they wanted their informants to basically poison and kill themselves when they got caught. So they wouldn't give up secrets. And they also tried to do like hypnotism mixed with like crazy ass drugs. So you would forget, like they could basically put you in a state where you wouldn't be able to tell people secret things that you otherwise could unless they could hypnotize you and get you to tell you. They basically wanted to use people as like a Trojan horse. You know what I mean? It's like you have the information, but it's buried deep in your head, and you can't get it until you're hypnotized and it's brought out of you. Basically,
That's fucking crazy.
fucking crazy. That's the shit they were working on with MK Ultra. So
Yeah, they've been trying to control people's minds forever, and it's the most effective right now, I think. between media and all the
Propaganda
fucking
right now
bullshit.
is crazy. Propaganda is insane, dude. I can't even watch TV. It's fucking so bad.
Bro, they are so trying to hypnotize people and like get into people's brains that back in the day on records, vinyl records, you could spin them backwards, bro. You can play them backwards, and
The
it might
Beatles,
just
right?
be a coincidence.
You're talking
We
about
should
the Beatles.
actually play that, bro. Play fucking.
What is it? The Beatles backwards or
We'll
whatever?
go Stairway to Heaven is a fucked up one. Stairway to
Really?
Heaven.
I love that song.
Oh,
Man.
dude, it's so fucked up. This shit gives me chills from when I was a kid and I found that shit out. But like, they're trying to push shit in our brains. Like, why would the shit be fucking backwards? Oh, and what? Another one bites the dust. It's fun to smoke marijuana. It's fun to smoke
I
marijuana.
did see
That's what
that
it says
one.
backwards, bro. Like, if you play the record literally backwards, that's the fucking sound that it makes.
Are we gonna get like copyright struck or something?
I don't even know.
Might risk it.
I just remember this one was fucked up a little bit.
I can kind of hear it, but it's not very clear.
Yeah, this one's not. You go to like halfway through it.
I think there was one about the Beatles. That I remember hearing the Beatles one.
But this one's not cool. I definitely know that the another one bites the dust backwards is it shows up really easily. But this is like Hail Sweet Satan, Oh Sweet Satan and shit that you can hear like halfway through this song.
Is it from the beginning? You know. Kind of.
Well, I finally have an explanation of why I smoke.
Sounds like shit. Let's be
Yeah, it
honest.
does. This was years ago when I fucking when I seen that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could probably turn anything backwards and put words to it if like it sounds kind of like it. But the whole point is they've been trying to do fucking shit forever.
Well, like every award show is like they're all like basically lightweight worshiping Satan. Like, are they trying to be
Yeah,
edgy or
I
are
don't
they
know.
fucking crazy? Then you get into like the really deep shit. You talk about like Malachians and they're like literally worshiping fucking devil fucking people
Yeah, that
or
shit's
whatever,
fucking weird.
fallen angels. Like I watch too much Sam Tripoli to be honest. So he thinks there's real Nephilims out there right now. Like angels who
Like
came down
human
and like
people,
banged
human angels,
regular people, and then they had these kids, and these kids are like a literal demon. Like their kids like worship Malachian like demons and shit. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's interesting. I don't know how much I believe of it though. But
They put that shit in TV shows and in movies and shit. And there's this like cult fucking thing, dude, that I found before. That like if people project what they're doing, that they're like forgiven for it. So like if these fucking elites like show the masses like what they're doing through this fucking like through a TV show or through a movie or something, that they like literally think that since they showed people what they're doing, that they are forgiven for it.
I'm not seeing that. That's cool. Well, not cool, but it's interesting.
There's a bunch of weird fucking
Dude,
conspiracies around shit.
about to have a Botheads conspiracy fucking episode.
You just question everything and then
Crazy
question it
shit.
again.
Randy, you just question literally everything all the time. I love it, dude.
We'll have to get Jeff on for that one. He was telling me that the Earth's flat the other day.
I love to
Something
hear
in
it,
the
dude.
Bible, dude. Yeah, it's interesting.
I'll take a long walk with him.
It's like Sam Tripoli. Like I'll listen to him and I'll hear him out, and it's interesting. I don't know how much I believe of it, but it's interesting to hear it, man.
The best part about it that really gets me is Antarctica. There's something fucked up about Antarctica.
Yeah, Jeff goes into Antarctica a lot, dude.
Everything else I'm kind of like meh. Like I guess.
We'll do fantasy football for the first, or sports and fantasy football for the first hour next Sunday, and then we'll bring Jeff on at 9 p.m. to do the after hours with us, dude.
That'd be sweet. I would love to have a
Cool.
conversation.
I mean, I'd love to hear. I'll let him talk for sure. I want to hear what he has to say.
And we're not gonna make fun of him, like, dude.
Dude, I
I
believe some
fucking
crazy
think some
shit.
weird shit. What if Bill
I
Gates
think
is
the Q
Jesus
stuff
and he's just
gets a
pissed
little
off?
too. The Q stuff goes a little too far for me, but I'll listen to it. I'll hear him out. You know,
Oh yeah.
that's where I'm at with the whole thing.
Because like it's all just opinion, basically, and I know whatever they're telling me isn't what it is. So
Well, yeah, that's a lot of these things, these conspiracies. It's like we might not know exactly what it is, but we know like
it's not what you're telling us.
exactly. We know the official narrative is not correct for sure, like 100%.
Parts of it might be, and you might like be like, oh, it's correct because whatever, you know. This one dude's like, oh, he's never had 100% season or something, but he's had like a 99.8 and 99.9 or something. But you can still say that he's like, just people, they use loopholes when they fucking talk about shit, dude, just to fucking trick people.
Yep, they use numbers to make them seem different than the actual truth, or however they can frame it. Yeah.
You can even use football, like for example, you take these stats and you pull like your fake made up stats, like to make this player better than that player. And
That
shit.
Derrick Henry video we watched earlier that comes to mind,
That was
dude.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. He's like, yeah, well, with these stats that I came up with out of my ass,
Yeah,
you
like
can tell
some of
Derrick
it's
Henry's gonna have a
true.
horrible season, dude.
Yeah, like
He,
some of the stuff that
refused to
happened
take
that he
the
said
L
was
on it,
true,
too.
but yeah.
He wasn't having that he was wrong about it. He was like, well, technically.
Yeah, like some
this
of the
and this
narrative
and this.
is true, you know, but like
Yeah,
it doesn't
it can't be
make
all
sense.
made up, you know.
Yeah. Like just because all of his stats were real stats that actually happened doesn't mean like when he added them up this particular way that it is what it is, bro. Like
100%.
I don't know. You guys
Well, we
drafted
got
Derrick
about
Henry?
10 minutes. Oh, yeah, I was going to say we talk about, because I wanted to know what you guys think about Derrick Henry going forward. You still a first-round pick and redraft, or what's going on with that? And is he going to get traded? What are the odds the Titans trade Derrick Henry, honestly?
Small. I'd say.
0% for a fourth.
What if they could get a second? Or if the Eagles are like, you know what would really put us over the top? Derrick fucking Henry, dude. I would kill his fantasy value, in my opinion, but
The Eagles would be fucking unstoppable.
I think the Titans are going to run him until he's done running.
yeah, they're bringing Tannehill back, so they're going to need some kind of offense because Tannehill ain't
Are
it,
they
so.
bringing back Ryan? Really?
Yeah, they are.
I think they're worse than the Giants are.
Shit.
Their defense is
I
pretty
agree.
good, though, to be fair. The Titans
I think
defense.
the Giants have a better record than the Titans do.
And I also think Treylon Burks could be a stud still, legit. If he can stay healthy, man. He just couldn't. He showed flashes when he was healthy last year. And a lot of the games he was healthy, he had frickin' Malik Willis throwing like nothing to anyone, being a
Wandale
little piece of
Robinson
dog
showed
shit.
some flashes too.
True.
He
I think
could
I'd rather have
one season.
Treylon, but I do
Me
like
too.
Wandale also.
I think Treylon has a better chance to do
I just
better.
can't trust the Titans after trading AJ Brown, dude. Crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
He was so close to winning that Super Bowl, too.
Philly's going to get an offensive lineman at 9 and Bijan Robinson at 30.
That would be nasty. Imagine Bijan on the Eagles, dude. Oh my god, he catches passes like a beast too.
Or a
I wonder how much
cornerback
he
at
cuts them.
9. Cornerback, defensive lineman, or offensive lineman at 9.
I got a lot of.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of defensive players.
They need some help in the secondary. But man, getting Bijan, he might be there at 30, dude. He'll be there at 20, I think. I don't know if he'll fall to 30, but I think for sure he'll be there at 20.
He's a once in a generation talent, dude.
It could surprise. It just feels like running backs have been devalued. I don't know if that's
I
going to
agree with
influence
that.
the draft or.
Wasn't
Well,
the
that's
last
about all we
first
got, I
round for
think.
Najee? The last time a running back went in the first round?
Brees Hall wasn't a first round pick.
No, I think he went in the second. I might be
Yeah.
wrong, though. Let me double check.
Didn't the Jaguars trade up to get ETN in the first round?
In the first round, yep.
He was the 36th pick. Brees Hall's the second round.
What about ETN? Well, ETN was the same draft as Najee, though, right?
ETN, yeah, I think Josh might be right with that because I was mad at the time because I had James Robinson.
They were both first round picks, so Najee and ETN. The same draft, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Jaguars are mad they didn't get to draft Kadarius Toney, dude.
He was definitely selected in the first round, it says. Pick 25.
And you guys got anything else?
Ah,
No, I'm pretty
that's
tired,
about
to be
it.
honest.
Yeah, I feel it.
More tired than I
Hope
thought I
Lamar
would be.
just gets
I haven't
re-signed,
eaten
man.
dinner yet, dude. It's 10 p.m. What's
Oh,
going
damn.
on? I'm good, though. Damn wife, dude.
Gonna have to lay down the law, bro. Go Zac Stacy on her ass, bro.
God.
Just
Yeah.
kidding, dude. Obviously.
Just subliminally send her that video a couple times.
Where's my dinner attached
Just-
Zac
just
Stacy
put
video?
dinner ... with Zac Stacy video to it.
It's fucked up, man.
1 hour goes by, you send her
She
right ice.
she would just come beat the shit out of you right on spot, dude.
And I would just stand there and let her, so it's gay. Probably shouldn't do that.
Probably pop a boner.
All right, Randy, stop projecting onto me, dude.
Sorry.
Douche. All right, so I think I'm gonna clip like probably Tuesday and Thursday. I'm gonna clip shit and put stuff on our YouTube channel, just like 20-minute videos, and then we'll be back next Sunday night to talk about all of the NFL news, sports, culture, and fantasy football news of the week.
I'm gonna
So
bring
thanks
some
for
conspiracies
watching.
with me next week.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fill this last 30 minutes better than we did this week. Randy and I just fucking bullshitting about conspiracy theories.
I
and
told you to play
crazy
some
shit
like
that goes through
fucking
Randy's head.
some backwards song that sounded like dog shit.
Fucking Randy, man.
Hey,
All right, we're out of
it
here,
was a
dude.
thought. Peace out.
Later.
Deuces.